All right, man. So I'm back. Hopefully everything's working right, and we just gonna go ahead and just get. We're gonna change the whole topic. We're gonna get into some juicy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a second to get everything ready. We're gonna go in. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about Kendrick Johnson and that whole situation and his case being reopened again. Just give me a second so I can let everybody know I'm here. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me give me 1 second, y'all. Let me drop that link. Let me drop that link for you. My bad. Drop that link real quick before y'all get to tripping on me. 1 second. Yeah, we finna get into it now, man, because I got a little pissed off. My internet was messing up. Tried to keep it. I tried to keep it some cool, you know what I'm saying, topic, but we finna have to really talk about this. Y'all hit that StreamYard link that I keep dropping right there. Give me 1 second. We're gonna dive right into this case. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and click that StreamYard link that I just put in the live chat. Go to the live chat. You gotta click that X down that takes the ad away and you can see the live chat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to there. Click that link. J Money, where you at? Click that link, man. Come on, y'all. I got the link posted right now. What's up? Hit that StreamYard link. Stop being so scary all your life. What up with it, boy? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
It's good now.
yeah, it's blur.
All right, so my live got messed up earlier. I don't know what happened. It don't even matter. We was gonna talk about the TV show The Shy, but not anymore. Now we're gonna talk about that boy Kendrick Johnson and what's going on with him. Because honestly, I feel like A lot of people were sleeping on that young man, to tell the truth.
Yeah.
As deep as his case is just as deep as anybody else, but nobody will talk about him. And his case is opened up for the third time now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a
So
lot of fish stuff going on with that.
yeah, they let you. I mean, they let you know it's some funny stuff going on. If they open it up 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
they done dug up this man's body 3 times, man.
Uh,
Man, that type of stuff don't even happen, man. And then ain't nobody talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I think his dad, them dudes, they dad had a lot to do with covering that up though. The FBI,
Yeah.
'cause working with the FBI, you know how that go.
Yeah. Allegedly, he was a retired FBI agent. Allegedly, you know how we're gonna do that all the
Yeah,
time. We're gonna do allegedly. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We're gonna just leave it at allegedly. And we finna get deep into this though, man. Hold on. Let's give it a second. I'm just giving it a second for I'm just giving it a second for people to join in, man.
Already.
And we're gonna go straight into it. Straight like that. All right, so we should have like two more hosts joining real quick, and hey, I forgot what I was really finna do. This don't make no sense. Let's see. But shit, while we doing that, I'm gonna pull up some footage real quick. Let me see. As you can see, like they showed a demonstration of like how somebody's gonna be in a gym mat. That don't even happen. I don't know if you can see that or not. That don't happen. That don't happen at all right there. You see that? That's fake.
Yeah.
That's fake. You know that ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody in the comments asking, do you take all subjects?
So just for your program, you take all services in. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we capitalize on everything, man. Hit that StreamYard link. Say what's up, what's on your mind, man. This is the show that I let everybody get off on. And it's finna get lit, so just give it a second. We're gonna have some people in here too. We're gonna have some people in here. Alrighty. I got you, bro. Don't even go nowhere. The first people in there, y'all good. Watch when it gets lit in here in a second. But well, what you got? What was on your
Hey, how you
mind?
doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, hi, I'm the guy in the chat. Thanks for putting me on. I appreciate it. I'm the guy in the chat room with the username of Michael Jordan fans of the worst NBA fans.
Uh huh.
Yeah. So I was asking you take all subjects, and you said you take all subjects. So what I like to do is I call different shows to give different subjects. I got 3 topics. If you like any of them, great. If you don't like any of them, no hard feelings. I hang up and call another show then.
Well, I mean, shit. Go ahead and tell me what you got going on.
Okay, great. I got 3 topics. The first one is a sports one. I don't think you're going to take it. It's kind of a light topic, but I'll put it out there anyway. It's the title, Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans. And the second and third one are more serious. The second one is, when you buy meat, cheese, milk, or pretty much anything that comes from an animal, do you ever stop and think that you're giving your money to an industry that is literally torturing and killing animals? And then the last topic, third one, can you tell me where in any religion or where anywhere in science, because most people, they get their values from religion and science, where did it say that girls become women at 18 and guys should only like women who are 18 and over then? Those are my three subjects for you.
Well, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, this shit is kind of interesting subject. If you really want me to, all of them is really interesting, man. I mean, like I've seen what they do to the animals and stuff. So that I can't even watch that shit. So, and as far as the age thing, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that because everybody got their own. You see what I'm saying?
They're putting a lot of innocent people in jail for that.
14.
Right. Yeah.
One of the reasons, in some countries it's legal. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's legal.
One of the reasons I bring up these subjects, I have other subjects. It's not like these are my only ones, but one of the reasons I bring up these ones is because I notice a lot of human beings, they always love to say, I go by facts, I go by science, I don't waste my time with opinions, I go by the truth. And then here are things that are happening where it literally has to do with science, facts, biology. It's not your opinion, it's the truth of what's happening, and people throw it out the window like they don't care. Or sometimes they'll think I'm the weirdo and that they're in the right, and there's no justification. Now, I know the first one, the Michael Jordan fans thing, that's not a scientific thing, although I can prove they are the worst NBA fans then, but that's a light thing. The other two topics, though, the animals and the women thing, there's no reason to deny these topics to disagree, because if you go by religion or you go by science, you are wrong if you disagree. These are normal things that people should agree on. It's wrong to torture and kill any species on this planet or any planet, and girls do not become women at 18, and there's nothing that makes guys think there's only supposed to like girls 18 and over then.
Yeah, I mean, Parktown Tay, hey, hit that link, that StreamYard link I'm finna drop for you right now. It's finna get lit in here. Trust and believe it's finna get lit. But now, the universe galaxy, bro, basically, I hit those type of topics. I haven't really did too much as a blog on it, but like I talk to people over the phone about situations like that, and we all come to the, to the agreement that, like, people like to steer away from stuff that, they don't understand. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense.
You're right. No, you're 100% right. I'm with you.
If they can't understand it or they can't get their knowledge of what they want out of it, then they're not concerned about it. You feel me?
Yeah, you're right. And a lot of people also believe in things that are not factual. They don't go by the science. They just believe in all sorts of dumb things like, okay, it's okay to torture and kill this animal, or hey, it's okay, girls become women at this age, or they just make up all sorts of things, and then they claim they go by facts and science. It's a contradiction, Hypocrisy. Yeah. As Chris Rock said, the hypocrisy of our democracy. Then.
Yeah, and a matter of fact, well, I'm watch. It's a lot of people finna join, and that's the question. Just give me 1 second. Don't go nowhere. It's a lot of people finna join.
Thank you.
It's a lot of people finna join right now. Hey, what's up, Nunu?
Hey, everybody.
What's poppin'?
All right.
Hey.
I'm sorry it took me so long. I've been trying to get my speaker hooked up to my Bluetooth in my car so I can hear it better. But I'm almost to my destination, so once I get there, I'm gonna try to hook it up so I can hear it better.
It's all good. My internet was messing up. I was doing a whole other topic, but I decided to go ahead and turn it.
Man, and see, I'm having to use my phone for everything right now because, like I said, we moved, and so they can't get our Wi-Fi transferred until July the 9th. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I thought I just got some brand new internet, and it ain't even. I don't even know what's going on. So the Wi-Fi, all that is just ridiculous. But we touching on that boy Kendrick Johnson. You know who that is, right? Yeah, they said that it's similar to the Kanika's case, but I don't know much about it. But I'm willing to learn about it. So.
Okay, we're gonna get into it. Okay, now the universe galaxy. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, how you doing?
For
Man? How
me?
you doing?
Okay. I want to ask you a
Yeah, how you
question.
doing?
Bro. I want to ask you. Okay, so you know how you said people don't think scientifically, right?
Right.
You see on this screen right here,
Okay.
right here, looks like a
Yeah,
gym
you
mat.
got
Now,
right now it's showing me no. Right now it's showing me pictures of the same guy and the Google. I guess your
yeah,
Google search then.
yeah. And you see this picture right here with the it's a gym mat. Let me see if I can. I'll just click on that actual picture. And
Oh,
then
It's on the
on the
second
top
row, the
left or
second picture.
oh okay, that's a gym mat. Oh, okay, all right. The Twilight Zone thing.
you see that now?
Yeah. It kind of looks like a Twilight Zone thing, like a circles and white.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
hold on. I'm gonna get. Let me get a little bit. Let me see something.
Yeah, I got the picture. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Okay, I want to bring up the document too about it too. That's what I'm trying to. That's the main thing I'm trying to do. Let me see.
Hey, J Money, man, you got a funny picture, man. Seriously.
I don't know why he was tripping when he did that. Let me see.
Remember that part where he was like, "If you want this money, you're gonna have to come get it." Okay, and he shoots him then. He got me. Yeah.
Yeah, Dave
He
Chappelle,
said
they
something
got
like that.
All right, so yeah, you should be able to see it even better now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so scientifically, do you think a 6-foot football player could fall down into a rolled up gym mat that's stacked up against the wall head first and pass by just playing around?
Oh,
Like
are they saying that
like
happened?
fully
Like,
rolled,
people
like
saying,
fully rolled up though. It's fully rolled up. Like the shoulders got to go down there too. You get what I'm saying?
And then how did his
so what are they
shoes get
saying?
off?
That it was.
How did his shoes get off if he upside
He's
down?
upside down.
That's what I don't understand about this case. This case is so confusing. Like, how did this baby end up in that mat anyways? Like, did they get his organs too?
Yeah.
He was
He got
found
his
with all his organs missing. This is the third time they dug him up. It's the third, you know what I'm saying? The third
Oh
time
well,
they
shit. The
looked at this
school
case.
involved. Then the school involved. I mean, they were seeing something on camera. Like he had his organs the last time we seen him on camera. You know, now he's without organs. The school got something to do with it.
Yeah, okay, so we gonna keep it with allegedly, right?
Allegedly. All right, you're right.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly the dude he got into it with, you know, his dad is a retired FBI agent. Okay. So they you know they real popular in the city and stuff. So the dude that he got into it with supposedly, like I said, his father's a retired FBI agent or whatever. And that's how I guess that's how they said the shit got covered up like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
and allegedly he got into it with the guy who's supposed to have something to
over
do with.
girl, they've been beefing, and basically the story is, but besides all the bullshit, this is basically what happened. Kendrick and old boy that's on the wrestling team. What's up? Hey, what's up, hippie? Join the live. Go ahead and join the live chat. Kendrick and old boy, you know they both play for the football team. Old boy's a part of the wrestling team. It was some girl that they both, I guess, messed with or something that they was fighting over, right? And Kendrick met up with old boy, which they have this on footage in the school. Kendrick met up with old boy in the gym by the weight place, and they got to talking. You can see that footage, which is crazy. They show that footage, but all of a sudden the footage cuts out, and it shows people 2 hours later playing basketball. But supposedly they said that the boy got mad and hit Kendrick in the neck with a barbell. And that's how he passed. His second autopsy already shows that he died from blunt blunt force trauma to the neck. His second autopsy already showed that, right? Mm-hmm. There was a witness that made a written statement that he heard the boy at a party say that he hit him. But for some reason, when he wrote the written statement, he ends up getting locked up for a while. I think I can pull up the written statement too. So the second time, whenever the dude made the written statement, they didn't have enough proof. So now somebody has come through with a recorded audio of them making a statement at the party. Somebody must have recorded them, and they reopened it again.
Yeah, they allegedly recorded them and sent it to the family.
Yeah, they sent it to the family. They didn't ask for no money or nothing. So, a lot of people was thinking it's a scheme, but it's more to that. That's what they reopened that case, and that's so crazy. People don't really touch on that case because when you really think about it, that is a scary case. The boy had all his organs missing, like real life, and they can't explain it. The funeral home said he had all his organs whenever we got him. I'm sorry, we don't know who took him. All of them gone, like he was cleaned out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like allegedly, black organs is a hot commodity on that dark web, whatever, in the black market, whatever you want to call it.
Did the host leave? What happened? Are you guys there?
Yeah, I'm here. He must have got kicked out or something.
Yeah, what happened then? Well, I don't want to mess up the show. If the host is listening, thanks for at least having me on your show. I appreciate the time you gave. Then, I guess you guys are going on a different on this topic, which is fine. Nothing against that. I guess you could maybe take someone to call too. I don't want to take up anyone's spot if someone else wants to get involved. Then, so I guess that's it. Or if you want, I could just host a show to help you guys out if you want me to stay. I don't want to. I don't know this topic. I don't want to mess up your show. Then
I got you, man. You're welcome to join the discussion though, or learn about it or whatever.
Yeah, thank you. My thing is, one of the things I don't want to mess up the show. Then
Nah, you good.
Thank you. So yeah, I hope everyone's staying safe out there.
Yes, sir.
That's nice.
J Boss, where you at?
What was that?
I was trying to see what the host did.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mess up my whole life. We got 57 people in here, but I'm gonna show this. Hold on, y'all come back. I just accidentally messed up. I want to show this video, man.
The other thing I like about street...
Y'all join the live back. Let's see. Hey, what J Money, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What did Nunu say? She left?
I don't. She didn't say nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I know, because I had left and everybody leaving and shit now. Let me see. But I was gonna show the little video or whatever.
Nah, you good. There's still people joining though. You just pick back up.
You accidentally hit the wrong button. I'm gonna wait till they join so that.
With the Galaxy, he was saying he didn't really know too much about this topic though.
No. Yeah, that's what it should have been. That's what he could have been trying to learn about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, to learn, my friend. We are here to learn, my friend. Yeah. Yeah, my bad. I messed up and did something. Hit the wrong button and clicked out the studio.
Oh,
But I wanted to just show this video, show you how. I hope they show the full video, show you how bogus it is. Let me see.
StreamYard is that if there's ever a glitch in your internet connection.
Well, Anderson, the Johnsons were hoping that this video would give them some answers. There was even a hashtag on Twitter, "Give us the tapes." But it appears that this video is only providing more questions and very few answers. We've got a couple of clips from these hours of video we've watched. Let's look at the first one, and it shows Kendrick walking in from the right side of your screen there. He's behind another student, and as soon as he runs out, you see that student disappears, and a couple of other students appear. It's from one image to the next with no explanation of how those students got to that position or where the student at that red shirt went. And we blurred their faces because they're minors in this video and the next. Let's go to the next one. You can see Kendrick at the bottom right of the screen. He's walking at first, and then he runs out of the frame. And just like the first video, other students just appear.
Yeah, just
no
start playing
explanation of
basketball.
how they got to that point. You don't see them walk in. And we've not edited these videos to just kind of put one image next to the other. This is how we received them from the sheriff's office today.
So the video seems to be jumping around. You're saying those aren't edited?
They can take this video?
I assume it's a motion sensor camera. Is that the way it's
see,
supposed to
look,
work?
they're trying to use that shit
2 seconds
again.
for an image to register.
That was our first question. When we see the images, especially of Kendrick, with all these hours of video, it's like, well, what happened at the end of this? And how did these students appear? Was this video edited? So we reached out to both the school that owns the cameras that recorded it and then the sheriff's office, which had a copy of it, which supplied it to us. I want to read you the statements. First, from the school district, an attorney for Lowndes County Schools says simply, what we produce to the sheriff is a raw feed with no edits. And then from the attorney for the sheriff's office, my client has confirmed that the video was not altered or edited by anyone within the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office. They both maintain that what we see is exactly what was recorded.
What about the corner where the gym mats are, or where Kendrick's body was ultimately found? I mean, that seems to be the key place. We've known there was a camera there. You saw the video from that camera today. What did you see?
Yeah, this is the most important camera of all 36, and I want to show you the video. It's blurry. Of all 36 cameras, a video that was provided, this angle is blurry. It's almost impossible to make out any of the faces. And if you look at the corner, it's the top left of the image. Those are the mats in which Kendrick Johnson was found. What you don't see is the top of the mats. And we know why that's important, because sheriff's deputies say that he climbed in through the top of the mat. They say that the students who found him were playing on top of those mats. And in this video, because you can't see that image, you can't see that. Also, we saw from one image to the next in the other videos, from looking at this, we see students playing basketball, and then a few frames later, we see what appears to possibly be the nurse running in. Then we see someone running through with a gurney. So there is, we know from the file, of the investigative file, there are activities and there are events between these, but we just don't see them through what is the only blurry image, the blurry angle of all 36 cameras that were provided by the school district and the sheriff's office.
So I'm a little confused. I mean, if we saw Kendrick running in from one angle, the camera on the mat, does that show him approaching the mat at any time? Is there anybody else that shows up?
There is activity in the hours of video there, but it's so blurry and so much is happening in that corner. There are bleachers there. And students, we know from the file, would sit in that area. The police say that they would play in that area. But because we can't see the top of the mats from the image, we can't tell if anyone...
See, I'm going to pause that real quick because I want to say two things about that. Okay, first, so they really, okay, this is just a news clip. I can put up where they said now, well, the film was corrupted. It got corrupted, right? So they can't show, like, the rest of what happened when he ran up in there or whatever. You see what I'm saying? But they also sit up and saying that they're pushing a narrative. You know what I'm saying? They're also pushing a narrative that he was playing on top of the mats and he fell down there, but there's not one witness or anybody in any statements. If you watch this case and say, we found him playing on top of the mats, that never happened. There's not one person. You know, every news report, everything is not one person that says that we see him running on top of a gym mat. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Who came up with that narrative? And if he was running, okay, so if he was running on top of them gym mats playing, he must have been doing that by himself in there, so nobody seen him fall down and couldn't get out and stuff. Like in a full gym of people.
And they saying he tripped and fell head first in a rolled up mat.
Yeah, he fell. They say he reached down in there. His shoe fell off. One of his shoes fell off, and he reached down there, and he reached. And that only makes he reached. He tried to reach all the way down in there to get his shoe, and he fell in there, and he died. He passed, which we all know it would take hours for him. Like he basically passed because his blood rushed. All his blood went to his head, type of thing. You get what I'm saying? That's what the narrative is. You see what I'm saying? That they're saying, but that ain't really, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened.
But if he reached for his shoes, how's his shoes on top of him off?
I don't know.
That lets you know it's foul play, allegedly.
Yeah, and then if there was one shoe, they say he was bleeding, right? If there was one shoe right up under him that he was reaching for, there was no blood from on the shoe at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gym mats are heavy, but a lot of people have already made a demonstration of trying to climb in a gym mat. That was all like damn near like a TikTok challenge. Nobody could really do that. Like maybe like a little kid could, but not like a teenager. Cannot like go in that hole when the gym mat is rolled up. And first of all, like that wouldn't even make no sense. Like, why would he dive into a gym mat to get his shoe, man? Come on, man. And then his organs was missing. That could make sense, man. I know everybody would be trying to, but then that's just so convenient. His organs is missing and stuff too. And they found out that he died from blunt force trauma to the neck, which cooperates with what the witness said. He said that the boy that was arguing, the boy had like a little barbell, that you lift weights with it. Bam, hit him in his neck with it. And his neck was broken. And the autopsy proves that. Let's see if I can pull that up. The autopsy proves that. We can pull that up. The autopsy says that he died from blunt force trauma. So my thing is, how do y'all keep on pushing these narratives, man? Who is pushing these narratives? Let me see.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
See, look, even on this, let me see, even on this right here, they're saying, let me see. Now, this is on the Wikipedia, so, they don't even try to get too deep in no conspiracy stuff or anything, but even they say that, let me see. Let me see here. Okay, look. You can see it's saying, let's see. We want to skip that part. he was. It was 2013 was bizarre as subsequent findings. Johnson was a three-sport athlete and dreamed of one day playing professional football. Black boy was found upside down and rolled up in a school gym mat. You know what I'm saying? They ruled the death as an accident. You know what I'm saying? Working with the theory that Johnson had fallen into the mat while looking for a shoe and died after being unable to get out. But he's in a gym with a whole bunch of people. Let's see. So yeah, they called it positional asphyxia. But let me see. The family hired private.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm in the car. We're going back to Gamo so because I cannot hear with my kids. They so loud.
No, you good. You good.
I'm still here.
We good. Hey, y'all join the live chat. I keep posting the link that I keep posting. But check it out. So it's saying that okay. They're trying to say he died from positional asphyxia, right? I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm reading it out to you. I don't know if it's just my
audio, but it's like I can't understand. Is it my audio? Do I need to hang up and get back on?
I don't know. It might be your audio. You could try. You can try to hang up and come back.
It sounds all right now.
Try that real.
If it start cutting out again, I'll do it. It came back now. Jeez. I don't know what's wrong with
Okay.
this.
So look. So just 24 hours after being found, the family record their son's death was not taken seriously because of his race. The family hired a private pathologist, William R. Anderson, on June 15th to conduct a second autopsy, which included that Johnson died from traces of blunt force trauma to the right neck and its soft tissues. So how did the case get closed again? When if they did an autopsy, said that he died from blunt force trauma. Hey, Hippie, go ahead and join it live.
They said that about
you
Kanika too. That's why I don't understand.
Oh, I'm going in and out.
Yeah, you was going in and out.
I don't know, man. It's just the internet. I got a whole new internet, so I don't know why it's doing that. It got to be the internet, though. Let's see. Maybe if I mute this, if I can turn down the volume on this live. By the way. Hey, can y'all still hear me, though? Now?
Yeah.
J-Mike, you still hear me? You can still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
All right. I turned down the volume on my live all the way down. So I'm saying, okay, and that's Wikipedia that's telling you that. So I'm trying to figure out, how did the case get closed again? You feel what I'm saying? It got closed again. Now it's opened up a third time because somebody got audio of the dude kind of like confessing or whatever.
Oh, really? I ain't seen that. See, I hadn't really studied much about this case. I need to, though. But just from what I've heard from like other YouTubers and stuff, how'd they get his organs and stuff? That's why the case keeps closing, because it's the top people involved. They close what they want to close, and they open up and
Yeah, they open up
Investigate
and they tell you what, they want you to believe happened. That's what I'm saying. Hey, hit that link, hippie Lone Stalker. Hit that link I just posted right up under your comment. Look, who posts like, okay, let's say when there's an incident that happens, right? Now, and somebody, like, if somebody calls the police, whoever calls the police are gonna be the ones. And this is just allegedly, I'm just saying they're gonna be the ones that's gonna tell you what they're coming for, right?
Right.
So who told the police, oh, it's just a kid that fell in the mat that died? Because they're saying that they tampered the whole scene because they already approached it like it was an accident, so they didn't wear gloves or nothing. They didn't even check it like it was a crime scene. But I'm saying, but who put that in their minds that this is just hey, some kid was crawling on it? Who made that call? You see what I'm saying?
That's a good question.
Who comes up with these narratives? You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like, it's normally supposed to be a witness when stuff happens, and then you gonna see the witness on the news like, yeah, I was right there, and the nigga was jumping. I tried to help him. I jumped up too. It's gonna be all that crazy stuff. But there's not one person that said that they seen this. You know what I'm saying? Like, where did they get it from? And then they said there was a nurse running in there, and then that disappeared off the screen too. I found that weird too. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
What's the nurse running in there for? And then you got all these kids in there, and nobody knows what happens. You see what I'm saying? He was put in that gym mat when school was cleared out. Do you feel me?
Right.
Ain't no way nothing like that gonna happen when all them kids in there playing. And kids is nosy anyway. They gonna be looking at everything.
None of it just makes sense.
Yeah.
He was put in there like that. I mean, this is all allegedly. He was put in there like that after everybody done cleared that gym. Like, they probably came in and said, hey, the gym's closed. Everybody cleared. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that they would at least, like, on the news, talk to somebody that was there or something, or it seemed like they kind of silenced a lot of people because nobody could really get a chance to tell their side of the story or what happened. Like, even if they didn't see it, like, it would be at least one kid that'd be like, I don't know, we was playing basketball, and all of a sudden they told us to clear out the gym. Like, we could never get those type of statements either. You see what I'm saying?
See, that's how you know it's the top people. Like, especially the school, it happening in a school, you would think they want to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, you would think that, but like in little places like that, it's like we don't want to tarnish our precious school image. You get what I'm saying? They don't want to tarnish that image. Like, you see what I'm saying? This is like a small little like city and shit. So there's probably not even that many high schools. How you gonna sit up there and tell, what I'm saying, the world that hey man, niggas out here got the tripping and busting it and hit them in the gym mat, and then Nurse Ruby and them try to help clear it up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna put that out there.
Right.
They gonna keep it cool and collect and calm. Hey, nobody don't say nothing, man. We just gonna take care. We gonna handle this. Y'all go back to doing what y'all doing. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Straight up. Yeah, I mean, you know how that works.
Tip back, yeah.
You know how that works. Especially if you got somebody that works like in higher places, like higher ups like that. Like, allegedly, if his dad is a retired FBI agent,
Oh, his dad was?
Yeah, well, the dude that he got into it with, the dude he got in a fight with, that they saying hit him with a barbell.
Mm-hmm.
So this didn't happen. I thought this happened in Chicago. It didn't.
Oh,
well, I guess they were
happened in Georgia
are alike because of the similarities. And I thought it happened in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. No, this happened in Georgia. See, and then the family filed a legal action to open the coroner's inquest into his death and then the judge in the case delayed the decision pending the outcome. The U.S. attorney review. The family demanded that the governor of Georgia immediately authorize the inquiry instead. The family together, look, this what it took for them to even reopen it the second time. The family, after they got the autopsy that showed he got his neck broken or whatever, the family together with the NAACP and other civil rights activists then held a rally in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Then the governor's office released a statement indicating that they would await report to the U.S. attorney and maybe open it back up. Okay. Now on his body, they said that the autopsy found that sometime after his body was recovered from the mat, he had passed. He passed through a funeral home. Yeah, he had been stuffed with newspaper.
Yeah.
When they first did the second autopsy, the parents did the second autopsy, they found out that, you know, before, I guess he went to wherever, like, I guess he must have went straight to a funeral home without, I don't know how that works, but they found him stuffed with newspaper when they, you know what I'm saying, did the second autopsy. And I ain't never heard of anything like that before in my life. Like somebody stuffing like newspaper.
Yeah, that was weird.
Look, and they said, look, the funeral home that processed the body saying that they stated they never received Johnson's internal organs from the coroner. The organs were said to have been destroyed through natural process and discarded by the prosecutor before the body was sent back to VALDOSTA, according to the funeral home owner. That left a void.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Let's see.
They just say
Then the
all this
Georgia
false information just to cover up the truth. And that's what confuses everybody, because you got all these people with all these different stories. You know what I'm saying? That goes for both of these cases and any other case that could be similar to it. But it's just crazy how they take their organs and, you know, in strange, awkward places, like the hotel where there's cameras, a school of all places where your kids are supposed to be safe at, and nobody knows nothing.
Now look. Now remember when I was telling you about the Kendrick Johnson case? Like I felt like, you know, the footage was more. It was edited, but more edited to where like they just cut things out. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
This is what it's saying about the footage. It says 290 hours of surveillance tape from 35 cameras that covered the gym area was released on CNN following the court request. A forensic analyst enlisted by CNN found that tapes from 2 cameras are missing, an hour and 5 minutes of footage, while another set was missing 2 hours and 10 minutes of footage. Some of the apparent lapses in coverage were found to result from camera systems that were not synchronized with one another. Timestamps between some separate camera systems differed by as much as 20 minutes for the same time period, giving the impression of the gap for portions of the footage where the gap didn't exist. Other missing footage was a result of the camera's motion activated function not being triggered. See, that's the same thing they said with Kendrick case. Camera systems were motion activated using a change in light pixels to turn recorders on and off. The attorney for the Johnson family expressed that the camera footage was edited as a part of the cover-up. But other analysts that work for VALDOSTA said that they didn't believe that. You know what I'm saying?
And then, like with the Kanika, she was missing a shoe, and then in that picture, his shoes ain't even on either.
Yep.
That just came to my head. I was reading the comments, is why I just threw that out there.
Yep. Y'all join that StreamYard link that's in the comments that I keep dropping.
I see somebody comment and said gym mats are heavy. That is so true. Like, if they had done cut him open, got his organs, they ain't just stuff him in there because there would have been blood. Like So did they get his organs after that, or? But see, with the camera footage missing, and was that before or after his death?
Well, when his organs was missing?
The camera footage.
The camera footage that you seen is right when he was running into the gym towards the place where the incident happened. Right when you see him jogging that little run, and it switched to a whole bunch of kids.
Right.
That's the 30-minute lapse. That was he was going right there. The gym is right over there. The weight room gym is right where he was running to, where he was just jogging to. And then the camera, it switched and showed a whole bunch of kids doing other things. They also said that it was reported that Johnson was being attacked by some other people because I guess this dude, like he has family out there and he has another brother or two. You see what I'm saying? And they was going through it. They was for a little while, for a couple of weeks over this girl. So not only that, he had to defend himself a few times over this same incident.
And let me guess, he's not in custody, the boy.
No.
They prey on when these young kids fight among each other, and then they get in from there. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the Kanika case, it started with her and her friends, and then the higher ups got involved for the organs, and then it looks like the same thing here.
Yep. And look, this is how tough they is. In August 2014, it was a $5 million lawsuit against Ebony Magazine because they did a magazine stating the two dudes that they were saying they're suspects, that that the witness said, like they put their name in there. You get what I'm saying? So you see how they try to, like, they shutting anybody up. So Ebony Magazine was getting sued for $5 million for a published series of articles naming two students as possible suspects in Johnson's death, which are the two students that the witness was talking about, which is old boy that does wrestling and his brother, which, allegedly, that's who he got into it with. But when Ebony Magazine did a thing about it, they tried to sue them for somebody tried to sue them for $5 million. Okay, look, now the magazine. You said what?
They had to be on to something if they sued them, try to sue them for $5 million.
Mm-hmm. And then the Johnson family filed a $100 million civil lawsuit in the Supreme Court against 38 individuals. Yeah, you still there? And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, what 38 individuals was the Johnson family suing? That's what don't make no sense to me. Like, that's let you know, because I seen a video where the protesters, like, they went down towards the sheriff's house, and they was protesting. Like, it was getting crazy, and then the news came in there into the police department. They kicked the news crew out, said they don't have to say nothing to them or whatever. Get out of there, they're gonna be sued. Like they were like, sir, you don't want to say anything. It's like get the hell out of here. So it's like, to me, it sounds like a little like beef that they got going on with the city. You feel what I'm saying? Like a bunch of different individuals. I guess whoever could be covering shit up.
Yeah.
Because how they sue 38 people? I'm trying to figure out, like, how does that happen? The case was open, and then Lowndes County Sheriff, a new sheriff, I think, came in town and stuff and stated that he would not be claiming something was wrong with the original investigation. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see what they say about the reopening of his case again. I'm gonna see, why was his case reopened again? Yep, you see it. After almost a decade after the investigator concluded that 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson's death in his school gymnasium was a freak accident, authorities have reopened the case and are looking into potential new evidence that includes a possible recorded confession. So let's see what it said, what his parents said. Yep, this new sheriff reopened the case. They said, we know the truth. Well, the parents of Kendrick Johnson grateful shared that we know the truth is in those boxes. And I don't know what box they're talking about, but let's see if this video is going to play. Those 17 boxes full of files in the investigation. And they come from a now closed federal investigation. Oh, okay, so what they're saying is when they're reopening the case, they don't want to reopen those files for the investigation because they believe that it would show corruption in the files. So basically they're saying, like, even though the case is reopened, the files that was from the original investigation are sealed. You see what I'm saying? That's just too much shit, bro. I'm telling you, that's too much stuff, man. Why would you see what I'm saying? Why would they be hiding the stuff that went on in the original investigation? That don't make no sense. Can you hear me, J Money? No, that again.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You know what I'm saying? They won't unopen the original investigation, the documents, so they can, you know what I'm saying, move forward. You know how That's how they would normally move forward with the investigation. They're gonna go off of this, what they already came up with. But they don't want nobody to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what this is. Yeah, I mean, they keep saying that first they said it was an accident, but the second autopsy says blunt force trauma to the neck. That's crazy. And he's a big boy, like he's like 6 foot something, bro. He ain't even no little boy like that. To be falling up in no mat.
And when South Georgia families fight to find out what happened to their son. He was found dead. His body was in a rolled up gym mat. We're talking about the Kendrick Johnson case. Investigators found the teenager's body at Lowndes High School back in 2013.
Is your car giving you a field day? Bring it in.
Like it was just showing the news. Let's see. I know what I want to do. Look, I'm just do like this. Let me see. Hey, you back here, Noodle? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm getting my kids something to eat. We get at McDonald's.
Already.
Celebrate 4th of July with Lowndes ready decor from Summer Classics Home now through July 7th. Shop styles worth celebrating both in-store or online during our Independence Day sale. Follow simple choice elements for enjoy less. Originally, it was ruled an accident, but that could change now.
That's right, Joe. Lowndes County Sheriff Ashley Paulk told us they've reopened the case of the death of Kendrick Johnson. The decision comes after federal investigators gave them a whole bunch of new documents from the investigators are telling investigations. They have new audio recordings in the Kendrick Johnson case, which was just video. Kendrick Johnson's mother, undersized Detroit Press, joins us live. Detroit, you spoke with the family found that VALDOSTA teenager rolled up inside of a gym.
Yeah, that's right, Katie. He says the tape contains a confession to killing Kendrick Johnson. Investigators say the teenager's death was accidental, but the family has long believed that he was murdered. New hope after a difficult 8 years for Kendrick Johnson's family, says Marcus Coleman.
I know that we're in a better place than we were June 2013 when the case was closed.
The circumstances of the case, a teenager found dead rolled up in a gym mat, have always been mysterious, but no charges were ever filed. Coleman says the audio recording was obtained from a tipster who charged them for it. He says the recording contains a confession. A partial audio transcript provided to First Coast News quotes an unnamed person saying, "They are going to catch me, and Kendrick didn't deserve that."
And we've been able to authenticate what is contained in it and the source of it. So we're working on that.
Lowndes County Sheriff Ashley Paulk confirmed he received the recording Wednesday and believes it's worth examining.
Hands over an automated voice, pieced together recording. You know, we handed over what we believe is a Caucasian male stating his involvement in very so we need to know that.
We will continue to keep you updated with the latest on this recording. Just another chapter in this controversial case.
Hey, Andy, you can join real quick.
Your side.
I'm probably gonna get off in probably like a couple minutes anyway, because
Why I can't hear anything?
You said you couldn't hear anything?
And this afternoon, it only takes a second for a car accident to happen. But it could.
Angie Beezy, go ahead and join real quick if you can. I'm only gonna be here for a minute. That's gonna be over to Kendrick Johnson's case. Let's see. You guys see that one? She said I'm going in and out a little bit. Yeah. Now I was just saying, join real quick. I'm gonna probably cut it short here in a minute anyway. If you want to join, you can join real quick. Oh, this was like some crazy stuff. Anonymous. I don't even know. Oh, look out there, ain't finna play that shit. What's up with it, Tub? Hey, Angie, I'm dropping a link right now if you want to join real quick. I'm gonna be on here for probably like 10 more minutes or so. My show earlier got messed up because my internet was messed up. So I just did a whole nother live.
Greetings, world. We are anonymous. On the evening of January 10th, 2013, 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson, a sophomore at Lowndes High School in VALDOSTA, Georgia, was reported missing by his mother, Jackie, a bus driver for Lowndes County schools. He had went to school that morning, but did not return home, so his mother called 911. The following day, KJ's body was discovered inside of a gym at Lowndes High School's old gym. The superintendent, West Taylor's two daughters, were the first to discover KJ's body by seeing a pair of feet with white socks sticking out of the vertical rolled gym mat. These students notified teachers and they moved the gym mat to the floor, exposing KJ's body still in the gym mat. Local authorities were called, as well as the Georgia Bureau of Investigations. Both law enforcement agencies were on the scene for hours before the coroner was called, which is a violation of Georgia law. Paramedics that arrived on scene said the scene should be considered a crime scene. They were aware that the scene they were at was that of a homicide. The paramedics noticed bruising on KJ's body, including bruises to his neck and face. The law enforcement agencies did not secure the area with crime scene tape, as they already had a theory in place as to what happened. Their official story is that KJ, whose shoulders measured 19 inches wide, dove headfirst into a 6-foot-long rolled up gym mat with a hole of 14 inches wide. To obtain a shoe, he had gotten stuck in the mat, and being upside down for that long, he died. There was a pool of blood under the gym mat, but none on the shoe that he had dived in the mat to retrieve. KJ's shoes that he was wearing when he was last seen on the surveillance camera were tossed into the mat near his feet that were in the air. There were also another pair of gym shoes and a hoodie near the gym mat. Those were not collected as evidence. There was also blood on a vertical beam located near the mat. And the trash can in one of the bathrooms of the old gym was filled with bloody paper towels. These were quickly dismissed by saying a female had gotten injured in the old gym the night before, as KJ's dead body was laying in the mat. The blood was only tested to see if it matched KJ's, and it did not. When asked about the evidence that was not collected, Sheriff Chris Prime became it.
Hey, Angie, try to see if you can join real quick. I'm gonna drop the link for you one more time. I'm trying to say, is anybody listening to this? Like, this is they really just putting all the research that everybody did together in one video. Like, I don't even have to say anything no more. These dudes just put all this stuff out. This stuff is crazy.
Angry and said this. Got some questions about the Kendrick
Yeah,
Johnson
that's whenever
case.
they kicked them out.
Why not, sir?
Because our case is closed.
The family has some concerns about why some things were not taken into evidence. There was blood on the wall.
We'll discuss the case with you.
And why is that?
Because I don't want to.
Then, less than a minute after he'd invited us in,
Well, you don't understand that I say I'm through talking to you.
The coroner was not notified for 6 hours. Sheriff Prime excused this as not wanting the coroner to have to wait on investigators to sweep the scene. There are reports that the investigators were going during the investigation, but they failed to wear the protection. The foot protection is not to actually protect the shoes or anything, but to protect the scene. Before in attendance, several students at Lowndes High School said they saw KJ's body be taken out of the gym immediately after discovery. The students who were interviewed about the discovery share a very similar explanation. They said students often played on top of the mats. On the evening of January 11th, Sheriff Prime was telling me it was an accident. Some information on positional asphyxia from Wikipedia.com was included in the sheriff's report. The coroner, after being pursued by Victor Blackwell from CNN, later admitted that the scene had been compromised and the report he wrote was changed by Lowndes County Sheriff. He provided his original report, and Lowndes County Sheriff's Office had removed many things from it. KJ's mother was at the office in the school that day checking to see if her son had come to school. He had been marked absent. During her time in the office, KJ's body was discovered and the school went on lockdown. Students of the school informed KJ's mother that it was her son that was found. She tried to go to the gym to identify the body, but law enforcement refused to allow her to see it. The next day, KJ's father, who was out of town for work, returned to town and tried to identify the body, but was denied access. The LSCO took KJ's body to the VALDOSTA Lowndes Regional Crime Lab. This lab does not have any affiliation with the GBI or the Office of the Coroner, but is directly connected to the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office and VALDOSTA City Police Department. Sheriff Prime was adamant in stating that officers in his office were not involved in compromising the death scene or the body as false. It was officers directly connected to LSCO that had access to the body after it was discovered. The gym match theory doesn't work. There is no way a teenager would dive headfirst into a mat propped up in the corner of the gym to get a shoe while holding.
See, that's why I wanted to talk about this, because it's like, I don't understand why this ain't such a big case. Because he's a boy or a man and black. What is why it's not a big case when they have all this stuff? Like, they reopened up the case for 3 times now, and they found them stuff with newspaper, and people ain't, you know what I'm saying? And then people think it's such, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course it's a conspiracy, but like this type of stuff already been happening before. So it's like, once you see stuff like this, other stuff ain't gonna really blow your mind no more. You ain't gonna be thinking so deep. You gonna know what it is because they're telling you right here.
Holding his headphones in his hand, if alone, it is impossible that his sneakers would end up on top of him. KJ's shoes were most likely taken off of him so his killers could more easily fit his body into the mat while rolling it up. From the very start, KJ's family never believed the story of the mat. It was only the second day back after Christmas break that KJ was killed. Lowndes High School was supposed to hand over all surveillance video the morning KJ's body was discovered. The IT tech said there was a problem and supposedly handed over video days later. KJ's family had to sue the school and court to get access to it. CNN and also gained access to it and called experts in to evaluate. These experts said there was hours missing from the camera right outside the gym. With all the discrepancies of evidence, testimonies, and witnesses, we call bullshit on the official story. So, as the federal prosecutor who opened an investigation in October 2013, Karen Bell, wife of FBI agent Rick Bell and mother of Brandon and Brian Bell, told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that her sons and FBI agent husband are the targets of a federal investigation. Brian and KJ had fought before, and the Johnson family are suing Lowndes County School District for not protecting KJ from being bullied by the Bell brothers on campus. Brian is a star linebacker on the football team and is committed to playing for FSU football next year under coach Jimbo Fisher. In fact, Jimbo Fisher was visiting Lowndes High School and wheeled Brian Bell out of class the morning that KJ's body was discovered in the old gym. In interviews, Karen Bell says her son is the victim and is afraid for his safety. There are only 2 students who refused to be interviewed by investigators, Brandon and Brian Bell. However, Brian and his mother Karen have been interviewed by Atlanta Journal-Constitution, and Karen has given several accounts of the VALDOSTA daily times. Adam Floyd is the main writer assigned to the Kendrick Johnson case for the VALDOSTA Daily Times and is the creator of the Kendrick's Last Walk video on YouTube, as well as providing a timeline for KJ's disappearance. You should know that Adam Floyd was a teacher at Lowndes High School when KJ was killed. He left his teaching job to be employed full-time at the VALDOSTA Daily Times. Brandon Bell told a reporter on Twitter that the wrestling team was in Macon, Georgia on January 9th, 10th, and 11th. The information first given by Lowndes High School was that the wrestling team left early on the morning of January 10th. Now, thanks to evidence found through the Johnson family lawyers, Lowndes High School
So
has
did he die
admitted
on
that
the
the
night the
wrestling
same
team
as
did
like
not
the
leave
comedian?
LHS until 12:30 on January 10th. This leaves a block of time in which KJ, Brandon, and Brian Bell all had lunch. The narrative provided by Lowndes County Sheriff's Office said that KJ went missing during 4th block. However, thanks to an interview with Lee Touchton, lead investigator at the SCLC, we know KJ went missing during 3rd block, where he shared a lunch period with both Bell brothers. Recently released surveillance video by the Johnson family lawyers shows Brandon Bell crossing the hallway back and forth by the old gym. At one point, he completely changes his clothing. There is a cover-up of mass proportions in VALDOSTA, Georgia. There is no way that the official story could be the truth. KJ was found beaten and bloody, stuffed inside of a method he could have gotten out of. The collection of evidence was mishandled purposely to help cover up the crime. The surveillance was edited with hours deleted. The only DNA test tested the blood on wall to match KJ's, and it didn't match. What really happened to Kendrick Johnson that day? Who killed that boy before he could begin exploring life after high school? Why did
This is all allegedly.
the authorities not do a full and complete investigation into the death of this teen? With every piece of new evidence that is revealed, there are more questions raised than answers given. Some black students were told they were not allowed to be interviewed by law enforcement. Administration at Lowndes High School told students if they talked, their graduation would be threatened. The people of VALDOSTA know a cover-up has taken place and that local law enforcement will harass and arrest them for providing false statements. The people are afraid of the backlash if they come forward. The time has come for those people to join the fight for justice. Expose the corrupt for who they are. Expose the racism that is alive and well in VALDOSTA. The time has come to stand against the oppressors and fight for the truth. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Lowndes County, Georgia. You should have expected us.
That's kind of deep. It got me a little quiet for a second. I don't even know what to say. That's a little deep right there. So with all that, you know what I'm saying, all that evidence, all that stuff that's going on, in this case ain't even like a headliner. You know, of course, it's definitely J4K all the way, but I do kind of feel like Kendrick Johnson, you know, they got the same initials too, and from what they're saying is, I guess he got killed on a knife too for some reason. Ain't that crazy? That's kind of weird though.
Right. I'm glad you said that, because Kanika did get killed on the 9th, right? Like that morning, the 8th night.
The party was the 8th, but she came up missing. She died probably around 3 a.m, which would be the 9th.
Correct. You remember Nisha, that girl that joined your live after I did?
Yeah.
Well, I've been watching her lives lately to see when her input on it, and she's saying that Kanika died on the 6th, and that Kanika was there before she even got in the hotel.
Yeah, I heard that stuff too. I heard that stuff too, but I don't know.
But yeah,
I just feel like that's just, I don't know, like only like that's the thing about it is like I know like it's not about saying anybody's wrong or nothing like that, but like we have evidence of Kendrick Johnson's allegations. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they really found his body. Like there's really witnesses. Like I don't know if you heard the video, but
I just heard a little bit of it because all this commotion, and then the audio I couldn't hear for a long time. I don't know what was wrong with it, but I'm gonna go back and look at it all, rewatch it. So
yeah, Alan Crook said people said that those kids possibly could have been the Georgia students going to a Notre Dame game visiting Rosemont. Yeah, they was going to a game that you know what I'm saying they're supposed to be going to a game that morning on the 10th. So, Kendrick, he never made it to that. You see what I'm saying? So he had to been gone on the 9th.
Right.
Now I never really looked up where they was going, but they was all supposed to be going to some kind of football game or something. I don't know. But the two people that they were saying, you see on the camera, it showed them going back and forth from the gym. One time they had some like white trash bags in their hands too.
Right. What?
I don't know, man. Like, I really, the thing, and the crazy thing about it is I was digging in the Kendrick Johnson case, but then it's like it just died down so much that I lost a lot of my, research that I had because what I'm saying, it wasn't just like nobody was talking about it at all. That's why I felt like I wanted to bring it up, especially because it's reopened for the 3rd time. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, because nobody don't really talk about this case, but this case is weird too. Just nobody wasn't going live or nothing. Like if them kids was going live on Facebook and stuff like that around this time that this stuff happened, then it would have really been a big story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would have been a really big story, but they was all in school in the gym, All it took was somebody to be going live. That you would have been able to see something was going on, something was wrong. And they just don't have no footage of around the time of the incident. That's what don't make no sense. Like no footage at all. And then this, like I said, this is just it's another bizarre accident, I guess, right? Just another bizarre accident that just don't add up at all to me. But the main thing now we just waiting on with this case is we're waiting on them to release that audio confession and see if it's real. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty, I guess. But you know what I'm saying? When that audio hit, it's gonna be something. Alan Crooks, I wonder what the end game to this is going to be, because if the facts come out, it could get very ugly. Oh no! See, the thing about it is, bro, when I was researching the case, it was already getting kind of ugly. Like they was going back and forth. Like it was a lot of like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the parents damn near having to go against the whole city.
Yeah, because the top involved.
It said the family filed a lawsuit on 38 people. You see what I'm saying?
Damn, man.
So who's them 38 people that show like students or nothing? Who were they suing? See, and they ain't gonna talk about that because that could jeopardize their case they got right now. But
Right.
38
And
people,
see,
like, you know, it was getting ugly. Like they was going at it, you know. That's
right.
probably getting told. That's probably getting mail. They're probably getting harassed and everything. Like, be quiet, shut up, leave it alone. It's an accident.
No, they try. It wasn't no damn accident. They trying to find out what happened to their son. Now, on the other hand, you got the other Kate for Jay mother, and she acts like she wants everybody shut up. What the hell? If that was mine, oh no, we gonna be out here protesting. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Like, this is my child, and then y'all take my child's organs and stuff. Y'all want me to be quiet? Oh no.
And see, and the thing about that is, I have a case that I was going to handle like a couple of weeks ago, and it's kind of a case like that where, you know, it's some higher, like some rich people, and the mother been trying to get justice, and she been wanting to, like, she hit me the other day and said, "Come on, all right, I want to do it. Let's go ahead and do it." But it's like she been getting in fights with him and everything. Like, I'm telling you, like, it ain't.
Oh yeah, when you're
it ain't even what, you know what I'm saying. Like, I can go ahead and say it because if you go to their support page, like her kids' headstone was destroyed and shit. You know what I'm saying? By the accused. There's been a lot of you know, she had to hire a private investigator out of the city.
Now you know that's when the higher ups are involved. When things are being done like that and nothing's getting done about it, that's the higher ups. And I'm talking about like the business, the rich white people, the freaking mayor, police. So there was a list I see. It was like how much they gave for like organ parts, and like for a kidney, it was like $1 million.
Oh yeah,
in the heart, like.
Because look at this. And when you think about it, who can afford organs but rich people? Of course, they're gonna have some high price tags on it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They're gonna have some high ass price tags on it.
Like some doctors that work in the hospitals that's doing surgery. Those are the ones that do their off-call duties, like with the K for J cases. Them the same damn doctors that working on you in a damn hospital, and you would never know it.
Yeah, I mean, those are the main people that got the direct access to it, to the organs. Unless they got secret places they stop by before they do everything and then drop them off. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, the more people involved, you know, because they put like how they put that was an accident for Kanika. No, that was not an accident. Kanika did not walk in that freezer. She was put in that freezer after they did what they did to her. But I don't know about the organ part. When I seen that picture, and I was thinking maybe that had to happen afterwards. They just put her in there to take that picture to say that's where we found her, because in a video it shows her on a stretcher. So you know, it's just mind games. They don't want you to figure it out. You're not supposed to.
I got that video. I got that video of Kanika on the stretcher. Alan Crook said you have couriers with freight insurance that transport organs. I know that. See, that's the thing. Like I said, my kinfolk, and you met him before, Nunu. He picks up bodies. He picks up boxes of hands, fingers, everything.
See.
And they got a couple of funeral homes that's under investigation out here right now, because during the COVID, they said there's been all kind of crazy stuff going on. Like, he told me a story. He told me a story where, see, they ain't gonna see it. That's a good thing I ain't saying on that, but a story where basically they gave another person somebody else's ashes because they don't know what happened with a person in one of these funeral homes. They gave in one of these funeral homes out here. They gave somebody else like another person ashes because they done did something. You know, they doing so much with these bodies and shit. They couldn't even locate it. They had so many bodies. See, that's what happened, because I hear one of the funeral homes, the fucking building was bleeding. Do you see what I'm saying? That's how many bodies they had in there.
That's scary as shit.
No, and this is real talk. J Money, you know what I'm talking about, because we won't have to say no names, but you seen on the news a couple of funeral homes was under investigation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why, because they during this COVID, that like you can go work there, they ain't even gonna do no background check. Come on, you see what I'm saying? Come pick these guys up. Like, people don't even understand.
Hell
like,
no, they don't want honest people up in there, up in those moors. Shit, that where some of the harvesting may go down in other situations. They don't need no snitches up in there. These folks know what the fuck they be doing, and they so good with it.
Yeah, and they was hiring like nothing. I'm talking about hiring where you making $1,200 a week.
Yeah.
So of course people ain't gonna, people that work there probably do a little recording just to keep them themselves, you know what I'm saying, just in case some shit hit the fan. Hey man, I record this shit. Y'all don't fuck with me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm telling you the game. Like, it'd be a lot of shit going on, man. Like, people don't understand that shit. Like, for real. Like, they were talking about the first one that was getting under investigation. They was just saying like they had boxes full with babies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
My gosh. And you see them toting all them coolers and stuff in, and there was even one picture. There was two white men and the green scrubs, like the original green surgeon scrubs that you put on in surgery. My mom used to work in surgery, so I know. And there was two of them, two white men, and they were both hauling a cooler. That was for Kanika's organs. They got to keep it cold.
Yeah, and see, I was.
Hey, Alan, hit that StreamYard link, man. He'd
I was
some
gonna get back in. I'm gonna still get back on the Kanika case, but like I said, when I showed all that paperwork, and then night, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just gonna, chill for a couple of days, but I did have some documents that show that something was going on with the Kanika case. Something was going on the 10th floor. They don't know what it was. They're saying that the guest keys was used and the the hotel keys was used. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the keys that only get like, it's not accessible for everybody to use.
Well, and it shows on the video that the guy that was working behind the front desk, he went in the drawer, and they said that's what he was doing, was handing an employee key over. I want to say it was that white girl, but I don't want to say it wrong. But it was somebody he was handing that key over. Because that white girl got a lot to do with it too.
She was right behind. If you remember the videos I showed last time, she was like damn near 2 minutes behind Kanika everywhere she went. Every time I showed Kanika walk somewhere, you see her walk right up in there, like right the same direction, right after her. Like you seen her in like 3 different. So it's like, okay, let's say there's 5 different footages of Kanika walking, and you seen her in like 3 or 4 of them. Like right after you see her, then like less than a minute later, you see the lady just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is not like, why is she on every floor like that too? Like, why is she all around there?
Because she was giving directions.
Somebody was giving her directions. And see, you could do that from afar too. You don't have to be, you know what I'm saying?
And now, you got these little walkie-talkie pieces and all this stuff. Like, you won't even know, you know what I'm saying, that you're talking to somebody else. Just how everything is made now. Well, that was a couple years ago, but it's still like that then, like little portable headphones and stuff.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. And like I say, the best way to edit. Let me see, who is this? Alan Cook. What's up with it? What?
All right. What's good now?
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta run in the store right quick.
Talk to us, man.
Oh, no doubt, man. Y'all saying it all, man. You know what I'm saying? I actually lived down that way, man. I lived in VALDOSTA. I was doing work down there in that area. Yeah, yeah, that's a weird place, man. It's like you go back in time, like 30 years when you go down that way. Yeah, I mean that area down there in South Georgia. I was commenting on how that's the largest square footage county-wise in America, man. Yeah, it's like real old values down there. It's like you just, you know, like time just stood still 30 years ago, man. They never progressed, and it's just, it's not amazing to me that something like that could happen. Not in that area.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like one of those places where everybody knows everybody. They all grew up. Like the sheriff know, you know, the same person owned the corner store, the same person that owned the police station. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them type of areas. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. Not saying anything bad about the area, man, because I lived there, and it's actually some good people there. But it is like, it'll be culture shock. Like, I'm from Alabama. It wasn't that big of a culture shock for me, but it was still a culture shock. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if you're from the city, man, it'll be like, you'll be thinking you're like in an old film or something, you know, a snuff film at that. Yeah, now, like,
go ahead.
Oh yeah, like I always been into looking in things, man, ever since I found out about the Rodney King beating, and the guy who actually filmed that was from another country. That was in '92, you know. And I always ask people when they talk about things like this, I always say, well, I'm 51 years old, and my whole life I never heard the word DNA until I heard the O.J. Simpson case.
Yeah.
So I always be up on things like that ever since, like I say, '92, man. You know, even before then, you know what I'm saying? But that area, man, yeah, it's not surprising me that something like that could possibly happen, you know. But I heard that those kids, it was a lot of kids going to football games from Athens, and they were on their way to I think Indiana, Indiana to the next state over from Illinois, going to a football game, and they was trying to say that it was some kids. They had pictures of kids that was having some kind of luncheon or whatever they wanted to say the kids were doing. You know what I'm saying? But I was tying all that stuff together too, man. And when I heard y'all talking about it, I was like, wow, man, these guys talking just like I was. I've been talking like that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that it's strange like that. And like I say, like I was born in a you know what I'm saying, like in a small part of Arkansas. Like I was born in Little Rock, but like most of the family, like we from a small part, and like it would surprise me if I go back home right now and my fucking same, you know, third grade teacher still running the grocery store that she owns or something. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody knows everybody. Like, so when things like that happen, they definitely gonna choose. They're gonna pick sides. You get what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying, man.
They're gonna pick sides because they grew up from you know what I'm saying. Like if I go out there, all them old people gonna be like, boy, I remember you and your dad. You know what I'm saying? That's because they grew up. Like even my dad told me, he's like, all like the crazy thing about it, all the police officers, like when he was young, that was calling, you know, dropping them N-words and all that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he went to school with them. And they like when he was a kid, he went to school with all of them. And then they became police officers and they was doing, you know, on they shit. You know, my grandma, my dad, they used to tell me, like, man, I used to know him. We used to play basketball. You see what I'm saying? Like all of them that be on that stuff, they grew up there and they run that whole city like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's real talk, man.
That's what makes it easy for them to cover up some shit because you got everybody there. Like, I didn't see nobody cross my yard. I've been out here all day. You get what I'm saying?
And bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know, I'm from Alabama, man, but y'all please don't get mistaken, man. It's some places in Alabama that is built up. It is some cities in Alabama, right? But I'm saying, like, you can go to some towns here in Alabama, man. The blacks talk just like the whites, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's how
it's almost like a big family. And I ain't saying they're not even related, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's such a small town.
Yeah, such a small town. It's like it's everything is connected. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything is connected, man. Like that's why I say, like you'd be surprised. You'd be like, dang, the same person that owned the grocery store owned the you know what I'm saying, the animal shelter.
Right.
And then their son is a sergeant in the police. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all something, man. I'm new here, man. I just grabbed your channel. Like I said, I like what you was talking about, but I'm gonna ask y'all a question a little bit off kilter, man. It could be related, but it depends on how you answer or how you believe. Okay. I remember growing up, and I remember we used to eat like venison, man. We used to, my pops and his brothers, they used to hunt. And what they used to do, we used to eat the wild off the grill, but my uncle used to say, man, I gotta leave a little of this wild in there for you because the girls love that wild in you. I was young, man. This was back in the 70s, man.
Yeah.
But I started learning about blood, you know what I'm talking about? And I started learning about adrenochrome. And I started thinking about the how people eat wild animals that is killed in the wild. You know what I'm saying? That blood now, that same adrenaline from the blood. You know what I'm saying? People leave that blood in those animals, don't cook it all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the South, man. I mean, that's just the way it is down here. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying like that blood, man, the blood, everything that you just said, man, it all connects.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I actually, hey, no cap. I actually got an old school like neighbor, and he was kind of talking about that the other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was like,
it's not just white people or the higher ups that do that adrenochrome, man.
Yeah,
it's people that do adrenochrome and don't even know they're doing it.
Yeah. Shit. That's what he was talking about. He was like, man, because he was like, you know, a deer. Because he was talking about, because my homeboy hit a deer, and he was talking about like, my homeboy's like, he hit the deer, and it fucked up his car. But like, as soon as he came back, like the deer was gone. Like, and I was like, somebody picked that up, and then the old school, he was like, yeah, he said, whenever that wild meat, like they say something like a deer, depending on how it gets killed, like the blood goes into like, you know, so it wouldn't be acceptable as market, but people eat that shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Like,
and that's how they was raised.
Up off of the road and put it in the market because of stress, the way he died. He said something about what it does to the blood and to the bladder, it goes to the bladder and all that. But people do actually will pick that shit up and eat that, man. Right off the freeway, right off the road. Pick that thing right up. That boy said he went straight back because he was like, oh my God, I just hit a deer going like 50. And he seen where the deer flew to, and he said the deer was gone. It wasn't even that much blood on the street or nothing left. Like, it was all on his car. Yeah. But the deer was nowhere to be found. I was like, somebody came and scooped that thing up real quick, boy. You see what I'm saying? Got them a free.
And notice how that deer died. That deer died with that adrenaline, man. You know what I'm saying? That deer died with that blood rushing through, with that adrenaline running through that blood, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's true, man. You got some people that don't eat nothing but wild feed, man.
Oh, you know I know.
Yeah. Damn. They don't shop at grocery stores. And you know, I ain't saying that. See, I'm saying I guess what I'm saying, man, a lot of things that we say that we don't like, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people would like to go to a Whole Foods store or something and get some food that they consider to be the best. You know what I'm saying? Man, I know you guys know, man, that food ain't really that good because none of the nutrients is really there.
Yes, none of it, No, and I ain't gonna lie, I ate some wild hog. My neighbor put it on the grill and everything, man. I promise you. That shit had, man, I went back to him and said, man, you got some more? Yeah. Like, when I was making sandwiches, like, the meat was just like, I'm talking about everybody in the house was like, man, what is that? I was like, it's wild hog. But, you know, it wasn't like he picked it up off the, you know what I'm saying, street or nothing, but just that wild hog, the meat. I'm talking about, I was like, bro, this is like kind of like the best tasting meat. I felt crazy for a second, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? When I was eating, I was like, no way, this shit. He was like, bro, I told you. And the meat just coming off, you know what I'm saying? He gave me a slab of it. The meat just chopping off. We making sandwiches, burgers out there, shit, everything. I was like, dang. So I know what you're saying. A lot of people like to eat. They like, you know what I'm saying. They like to kill that stuff. They eat it. They ain't going to the grocery store
at all
and get none of that.
Like I stay in the city, man. I stay in the city part of Alabama, but I shop in the rural areas. You know what I'm saying? I actually shop in the rural areas, and it's more expensive, man. Anything you get from a rural area is gonna be more expensive than the city, man. Yeah, there's a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? Those people don't shop in the city, man.
Yeah.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. For real, for real. And I heard it's been going a little crazy out there in Alabama too, hasn't it? It's been going
yeah. I was looking at mass shootings, man. But the thing about a mass shooting is described as any time that 4 or more people are involved in a shooting or shot. That's what they consider a mass shooting. But Alabama was like in the top 10. But my thing is, man, trust me, they don't show all the mass shootings, because I know for a fact it was more than that here. And that's a shame to say. But I'm saying, I mean, people say, man, they over sensationalizing the mass shooting. No, they're not. They're not showing all of the mass shootings. And I'm pretty sure if y'all look at y'all city, you can Google it, mass shootings in America, and they'll show you the states, the cities. They'll show you. And most of the times I look at them, it'll be like, it's one town in Alabama called Aliceville. They had a mass shooting. It's a real small town. It's outside of Birmingham and Tuscaloosa. And it's like real small, man. And they had 2 mass shootings. So I'm thinking maybe they were related mass shootings. So it's what they choose to put on the media, you know what I'm saying? And I only watch the media news. I get my news from y'all, man, from YouTube. I get it from social media, you know. I get it from anybody that's not commercialized and don't have to do what their sponsors tell them to do. Because if you look on the news, if the news is got sponsors on that, they're not going to speak against the people that's paying them. So that's where I get my news from. But I just be looking at the stuff, and when they do put the ones that they choose to put on there, it make me want to dig deep. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be getting this information from.
Right, and a lot of the news is each station's by its own Democratic party. Like some of them Democrats, some of them Republicans, and they give you different. I watch what the Republican guys say, and it be totally different from. He's right. They say
they always go against each other, and then as far as the narratives of what happened.
Right.
I used to ask myself, like, how come, like, I done see some crazy stuff and be like, why this shit wasn't on the news and this was on the news? Like, people don't even know, J Money, you don't even know. Out here, bro, at the mall, there was a shootout. And 2 people, they said 2 people got killed and all that. And then it didn't make the news. One of my people was telling me, because you know them Arabian people that be running the middle the little middle stands. Yeah, he told my people, it's like, it was a shootout in here inside, but then they didn't put it on the news and not let nobody know. They said right after it happened. He said right after it happened, it got packed again. Like, you know what I'm saying? After they cleared the scene and shit, people got to shopping and everything. Like, nothing ever happened. Because they ain't let nobody really know what happened. You get what I'm saying?
A lot of times they don't be wanting, so they think it's gonna mess up their business or something.
Yeah, it's like people waiting outside. They see the ambulance and all that. I'm like, damn, what's going on? Then they see that clear out real fast, and they were like, oh well, they went back in there and went shopping. You know what I'm saying? They done cleaned up everything fast and everything. Nobody didn't even know that just happened.
You know, when I first started watching the news, I was younger. They used to have this thing called murder count. They used to have a murder count on the news. And I always wondered, why would they, put a murder count on the news? You know what I'm saying? It always bothered me, man. I read Malcolm X biography when I was 15 years old. I ain't watched TV until I graduated high school. That was 3 years. I ain't watched TV for 3 years after. That's when Cosby was hot. That's when all those, shows was hot, man. We had a lot of hot. I miss. If I was to watch these shows, I'd see it for the first time. And I started watching. I started diving into things, man, and especially when that my man down there in California, man, Rodney King. After that, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this guy. And then they paid him, and then it was like he wanted to speak, but he really couldn't speak. But he one thing he said that stuck to me. He said, "Can we all get along?" You know, he said, can we all just get along? You know, and then I say maybe 2 years later, that O.J. Simpson thing happened. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't knocking nobody that do it, man, because you know what I'm saying. You know, being woke, man, is exhausting, man. It ain't no easy thing, man. You know, I wish I could just wake up and be the same person I was back in the 80s, but I can't.
Yeah,
you know
I wish I could wake up and be the same person I was yesterday.
Yeah.
Right,
a lot
exactly.
of people don't want. I see a lot of people are scared to get out their bubble. Like as long as they're not seeing or hearing anything around them, it's not important. You see what I'm saying? Like I feel like everybody lives in some kind of bubble at one point. You get what I'm saying? To where like, hey, this shit ain't happening around me. I ain't hearing about it. I'm not worried, concerned about that type of stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Until you run it, that's what normally gets people onto this type of stuff. Until you can run into some crazy stuff or see some crazy shit that's gonna have you thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because because to a lot of people, this is the Cosby Show. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but to a lot of people, it ain't. You get what I'm saying? To a lot of people, it ain't nowhere near that type of you see what I'm saying? Enjoyment. Some people would. But there's still people today that don't even know about the Kenneka Jenkins case, and others be like, what? Are you serious? Oh my God, this happens? Organ harvesting? They really do that?
I'm gonna ask, did y'all ever see that one? What's my man name? He was trying to explain to people how many blacks come up missing, and then the organ harvesting that was going on in New York. Man, I can't forget my man name, man, with the beard.
Is he an activist?
Yeah, right. Ran for president. Him and Jesse Jackson. Man, I can't remember my man's name right now. But the thing about it is, it's been going on so long, man. It's like, I'm like, if you're not hip to it now, man, it ain't no need for me to talk to you. It's all about energy with me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I try to plant seeds, man, and that's it. I ain't trying to get nobody to go along with me or anything, man. I already know what's happening. You know, I know for a fact a lot of things they be putting on social media don't be real, man. They can go find anybody and go tell them, ask them, would they do this for some money, and then sensationalize it on social media and then start stuff, man. You never know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just things I don't be wanting to see no pictures or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting facts.
And see that, and that's the crazy thing about it is like capitalizing what you were saying. Like when I was younger, I was really into acting. Like I really wanted to be an actor so bad. Like I did gigs and everything. You see what I'm saying? And one time it was a gig that it said something about crisis actor. You see what I'm saying? And just me thinking as a youngster, like crisis, I ain't fucking with that, so I skipped it over. But then later on in life, I started hearing about crisis actors, and I thought, I was like, oh, that's what they wanted me to do, bro. They said crisis actor, that's what I was going to audition to be. I turned it down because the word crisis. You see what I'm saying?
Do you know what, man? Do you remember back in 17, 16, how many online work from home jobs they were advertising on YouTube? Do y'all remember that? It was a lot of jobs they was offering, man. A lot of people got jobs on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? During that time. And by what you're saying about that is, you know what I'm saying? It is a lot of stuff. And when you see the same people at these events, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it didn't happen, but a lot of people say that wasn't Shaven or whatever his name is. A lot of people say that's not even him. A lot of people don't even believe, you know, that's the same guy that really did that to George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I used to watch this show called Breaking Bad, man. And it was this one case where this guy came off the street, man. And he said, don't worry about it. We'll have you free in a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Because they got guys that go to jail professionally, man, to feed their family. You know what I'm saying? That know how to survive in prison, don't mind going to prison for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And I always ask cats, you know what I'm saying? I say, hey man, if somebody was to offer you $1 million, if you take a 20-year bid, would you take it? And you'd be surprised how many people say, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you never really know, you know what I'm saying? But you're right about that crisis actor, man. They was hiring a lot of people on YouTube right before that stuff happened.
Hey, like when you said people would say, yeah, like that's the sad thing about it is like I know a couple people. I'm talking about Black, Caucasian, all them. I sit up there and been in and end up getting locked up, and see them in there like I'm locked up on some some small shit. I'm like, dang, nigga, you still in here? And they be like, shit. Like they be like, yeah, I don't care about going to jail. It's easier. Like you don't got to worry about rent and shit. Like I'm talking about, I was person tell me like they rather be in jail. You feel me? Like they say that it's easier. Like a lot of stress from the real world is like not relevant. Like you got your stress in jail, but if you get there and you get settled good enough, it's like fuck it, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I say lock me up. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard niggas really say that, and the ones I'm telling you, they locked up right now.
I used to lay bricks with this one cat that was 57 years old. He used to lay bricks with his shirt off, man. And when I tell you this guy looked like he's about 25, 27 years old, I talked to him, he was locked up. He said, man, he said, he told me prison preserved his life, man. That's what he told me.
Yeah, for some people, it's like this dude, like he couldn't stop going to jail, so he felt like jail was helping him for real.
Yeah.
And I seen him in there like again, and I'm like, bro, they was transporting him, and he like, this is the first thing he said to me. He said, what's up, boy? He said, they cooking spaghetti tonight. I don't give a damn about no spaghetti, man. I ain't supposed to be out here. I was partying on my birthday, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said, I'm telling you, man, Tuesday, I'm like, bro, you sound a little too crunk about being up there. Like, he really sitting there with his legs crossed, like, chilling, bro.
Yeah, I got locked up once, and the guy told me, hey, man, today is Thursday, tomorrow is Pancake Friday. You got to save your jelly tonight, man, and then they're not gonna give you any syrup with your pancakes. You use your jelly with your pancakes. I was like, wow, I gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah, it ain't funny, but it's like it's the reality of it. Like they really be in there, like, man. They be like, yeah, I'll just go ahead and sit down, bro. Shit, if I got to. When nigga told me, nigga told me to give me some money, I'm gonna go sit down, bro. I do, you know what I'm saying? I do that. Sit my time out and get on out of there, and then I get the money. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't care about that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? As much as some people is like they get institutionalized, whatever you call it. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's what be so sad because I got friends and relatives, and I notice like when they talk to you, they talking like the tense, like they in jail because everything they be like, shit. Well, when I'm in jail, I do. You see what I'm saying? Like, nigga. But we ain't in jail right now, bro. We having a barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Like they compare everything to like how they do it in jail.
Yeah, bro. I tell cats like this. I was in the military, man. I tell them you don't want to hear nothing about none of my war stories. I don't want to hear none of your jail stories, man.
Yeah,
because I actually was fighting for our freedom, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you guys don't even y'all prefer to hear a jail story than a story about me trying to save our freedom. Dog.
Yeah, salute to you. That's why I said like it seemed like you ain't nobody if you ain't been locked up for a certain. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that's how that talk be. Like you ain't did nothing if you ain't you ain't real if you ain't been. You see what I'm saying? But I'd be like, man, y'all boys got to get off that, man. Like I know somebody like. Been out of jail for like 10, 15 years, and he still talk about it all the time, and he compares everything. You know what I'm saying? Shit, in jail, we just normally fix this shit like this, and we normally turn if the lights go out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, just call the motherfucking call direct energy, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? They be really on that shit, bro.
And the thing about that crisis action you were talking about, man. I mean, they even tried to put Kendrick Johnson, they tried to put the guy down in Florida that had the hoodie on, his parents, they tried to put them all in the Masonic and Eastern Stars, you know what I'm saying? Trying to say it's all was like sacrifices and stuff. And it all comes back to me, man. I don't knock nobody for, dwelling into the third trying to figure out what's happening and stuff. But man, every case is not like that though.
Yeah, it's not. It be simple. It be simple, regular shit that go on in the streets all the time. It be simple shit. You know what I'm saying? It be simple stuff like I've been around people like to where like I'm driving, like, you know, I'm the one that got the car. I'm driving most of the homies all the time, you know, and I had a couple of homies that, you know, they known by the laws. They always doing something. You know what I'm saying? And then we sitting at the gas station, and he get out the car and he's talking to some dude. He come back. He like, hey, bro. Yes, man. I was just talking to an officer, and he was telling me that he owns this gas station. He need this and this and that. And can you take me? I'm like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, he cool. I'm like, bro, this don't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? With him working to be an officer, he's trying to do something for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that type of stuff be happening because they humans too, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And a lot of officers don't feel like they get paid enough anyway to be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They don't feel like we know they don't feel like they get paid enough to be doing that shit. So anytime, you know what I'm saying, they're going to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, they might just go ahead and do some shit themselves. You see what I'm saying? They might go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just an officer out here that they said that was involved in robbing drug dealers and put 2 hits out on people. And it was all on the news, but then they stopped talking about it and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit right there would be crazy. You still there? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I'm trying to see what the fuck.
I think.
My bad.
You hear me?
Okay, there we go.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, that's my thing. J Money said his phone died on him.
Oh, it did? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was me. I was backstage. I'm here now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, this is very interesting, man. Like I said, this is my first time here, man. I like what y'all doing, man. It makes a lot of sense. I ain't mean to throw everything off the subject, man, but that's why I really you guys really know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, that's why I like to let everybody come up, because really it's none of it's off subject.
Appreciate
it's all related. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything that you were saying it's related to that topic. Like, if you was watching the video I was playing, they were saying some of the same shit in the video talking about the Kendrick Johnson case. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff it is related, but you know, you got people that's woke, you got people that's too woke. You see what I'm saying? And you got people that's just that just don't care about this.
Yeah.
They don't care. Somebody.
That is facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it kind of blew my mind, man, when I was looking at this one guy. He did some I can't even remember his name, man. I don't want to say the wrong name, but he brought up that thing about the kids might have been from Georgia, man, because a lot of people were saying something about some kind of crime mystery thing they had going on at that hotel that night, and then they had a whole lot of different things people were talking about that night. But it was almost like a perfect situation for anything to go down, because you had people with coolers, you had people going to games with coolers, tailgating with coolers. You know, you had different type of things that had people just. That's my thing. I won't say anything unless I can give you facts, man. You know what I'm saying? I won't try to, you know, I might say something, but I'm gonna say I don't know if this is true, but I'm just telling you what I know. You know, a lot of people said a lot of things and had people going a whole lot of different ways when the truth was right there in our face the whole while, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that is true that they do have a. If you're talking about the Crown Plaza,
right?
Mm-hmm.
They do have a murder mystery night that they do.
Right.
And it's like, I don't know if it's because I looked at what, you know, I went straight to their website like around the time they already have murder mystery, like Wednesdays, something like that. And I'm like, I was like, that's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, who wants to get her like and do game of burden. Like, how does that work?
They just started doing something like that out here too.
For real?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, that one of those schools I was talking about, it's a school in Chicago actually, man, that they have crisis after also. See, all of that really just had me like side-eyeing that thing, man, you know, the whole while, you know. And they don't call it, you know, that's the city, man. The city, I think that's like southern Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It's not really even in Chicago. I got people up there, man, you know, and it's like, I never really, you know what I'm saying? I never even intend on stopping at that place, man. You know, even before all of this happened, you know, I mean, hey, you know, you do enough traveling, man, sometimes just spook you out, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, that southern Georgia area, man. That'll kind of spook you out, man. You know, and like, if you go to Rosemont, that'll kind of spook you out, man.
Yeah, that like that though. Jim, keep spitting, bro. They still watching. I don't know if y'all see the comments. People asking questions and stuff. It'd be hard to watch the comments and answer people questions and talk too. That's why I need to give me some moderators. You know what I'm saying? But they listening to you.
No doubt.
Somebody said they disappointed in the Chauvin sentence.
Oh boy, he left. But yeah, man, yeah, we definitely like to touch on these topics. I like the Kanika Jenkins topics be lit, but the reason why I did this because it's like I'm just trying to show that Kanika Jenkins ain't just the, you know what I'm saying? Kanika Jenkins ain't just the only person this type of stuff happens to. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And people,
like that, bro. I had to change my phone, man. It was dying, man.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like of course, like I've been J4K since the beginning, and I realized shit. Anytime you talking about that, it's gonna get, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get live. But it seems like people be forgetting about like other people that this type of stuff that happened to them. Like with Kendrick's case, like we have proof that he was hit in the neck, that he died from blunt force trauma. You got proof that his organs is missing. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get the cover. They didn't cover that up that good. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like they're getting better at it. But for some reason, they didn't cover up that case as good as they thought they could. You see what I'm saying?
Now, what year was that? Now, what year was Kendrick?
That was 2013. And think about it. And from what I'm saying, he died on a knife, just like Kanika Jenkins. Hers was 2017, but his is 2013. And this is the third time they opened up his case.
What you know what month that was though? See,
I can see. I can't remember what month it was that he died.
Because you know, like I say, I dwelled in a whole lot of different things, man. This is such a thing called a satanic calendar, man. You know what I mean? And they have certain months, like the month of May and June is the second and third busiest month for child sacrifices, and a lot of people think Halloween is the day of sacrifice, but it's not. The name of Halloween is Hallows Eve. It's the month of November that it's the highest month for child sacrifice. But for some reason, May and June, and if you look at it, it's been a lot of kids missing in the month of May and June. You know what I'm saying? So I looked into that, but especially if it's in one of those 3 months right there, man, that's how I tie things together too, man.
Yeah, I mean, I be seeing a lot of like similarities and shit that I be sometimes thinking I'm fucking crazy, but he died January the 11th, 2013, 1/11.
Oh man,
1/11.
Must you say more? I mean,
and you see what happened with Mo 3 out here, 11/11.
Right. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't know.
It's two places people are afraid of, man, and that's the Bible Belt in Texas, man. You know what I'm saying? People are afraid because of the NRA in the South, man, and the Bible, man, in the South. People afraid of Texas because Texas is an independent state. Those are two places that people are afraid of. And when things happen, man, you have to dwell into those. Sometimes I don't want to have to go look in those satanic calendar, but sometimes you just have to, man. Or something that makes sense to you, you know. And then you see the similarities, you'll be like, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of similarities to that type of stuff, and I'll be trying to get deep into that stuff because when I be talking about that stuff to people, they be thinking I'm crazy. Like J Money, remember when I told you like it's power in numbers, like everything, before we named it January, February, and this and that, everything was orchestrated by like numbers. You get what I'm saying? Like let's say, bro, Cook, you 6'9", right? Let's just say you 6'9", right?
Right.
And let's say I'm 5'4", 130, and you can bench press 300. I can bench press 350. When they break it down scientifically, it's gonna be numbers. Is how much torque I got in my legs. You see what I'm saying? How much? It's all gonna be like a numbers thing. Because even though it seems impossible that a person that's 5'5" could bench press more than you, it's something else that I got going on, which it's all like, you see what I'm saying? Everything, like even the color of my skin is a certain amount of pixels that make something darker. So you see what I'm saying? Or lighter. So when I look at the numbers thing, I look at it like it explains like to me it explains like serious times. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like it's certain times that even in my life where I notice like a lot of people start dying and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Around these times. These dates and shit.
No, for real.
And plus
it's been times where I look up and look at the date or the time and be like, oh my God, bro. You see what I'm saying? I didn't see this before. Like it'll be the exact same time, or the date might be the same. And that shit used to, but you know, I just take it, you know what I'm saying? I just take it for what it is, and you know, everybody gotta stay blessed. But I do feel like it is a lot of like from what I've been seeing, it's crucial times, like, and then people ain't even never pay attention, like that 9/11 shit. A lot of stuff be happening on 9/11, bro. Every fucking year.
Right.
People don't even get into it.
You know what?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you good.
No, I was gonna say something about Earth Day is around that same time. Yeah, but go ahead.
No, I wasn't even saying that. I already said what I was gonna say. Like when I said it, like a lot of people just don't pay attention to like you know what I'm saying? Like I have to look, like I can get a call and it be some crazy shit happen. I might look at the time and say 9/11. I'm like, man, damn, there's somebody fucking with my head. You see what I'm saying? Like, why am I seeing this shit? Like they just see like numbers, but when you open your mind out to it, that's when you start noticing it. You get what I'm saying?
bro, I used to wake up every morning at 444. Every morning.
It's a spiritual. It's a spirit number for everything. You just gotta look it up.
I did, and it shocked me, man. That was the time that Christ was supposed to have been crucified, and you know, I was like, wow, man. And it was I could almost, I wouldn't even have to look at the clock. I'd be like, it's 4:44, and it'll be
every time you wake up, it's 4:44, right?
Right.
J Money, do you remember me telling you about that? Me and you had a conversation.
Yeah.
We didn't meet by coincidence, man. It's all vibration, man, energy.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, when I saw y'all, man, I just instantly, I come on. Somebody said, "Come on up, Al Crooks." I said, "Okay." Yeah.
But nah, it did tell me to start paying attention to them numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Start paying attention. And then, like, it ain't even no crazy thing to me, like, but I started, like, around my birthday, I started, like, kind of started slowing down because I noticed around that time, for some reason, it's just like, you know, it don't even have to be with me. Like, it'd be, I see some bullshit happening on the news or down the street from, you see what I'm saying? Not on my exact birthday, but around that time, it's like, I get the vibe to, like, chill out, you know what I'm saying? Because there's been times where I'm like, I'm trying to celebrate my birthday and shit, and all this fucking crazy shit just start happening. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I'm gonna just celebrate my birthday. For sure. For real, bro.
Yeah. I like to celebrate my birthday, you know, with a small group, man.
Yeah.
Usually at home.
Yeah.
It's my day, you know.
Yeah, not too many. I got you.
Yeah, because people, especially on their birthdays, it's like something always gonna be happening and shit. Like, you like, damn, this shit chose to happen on my birthday. Like, fuck, like.
But I'm gonna tell you something that tripped me out also, man. Do you know that a lot of actors and actresses, that's not their name. Even musicians, I mean, that's not their name. It's more like a title.
Yeah.
And my thing about this is, I be telling people, I ask them, is it against the law for you to fake your own death? You know what I'm saying? And I'll say, well, you know, they'll say, I don't know. I say, well, if you don't collect insurance and don't owe any debt and you fake your own death, it's not against the law. You know, and it's a lot of things that be going on, man, with famous people, and they'll, you know, somewhat leave this earth or whatever, man. But, you know, are they really gone? You know, stuff like that bothers me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's a reason behind it.
Nah, I definitely be feeling that too, like, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, it is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't really get like deep into everything is a conspiracy, but on a spiritual level, I do be feeling shit. You know what I'm saying? I always been like that when I was a little kid. My mom used to tell me that like the big dogs used to come on the street and ask me questions about what they should do as far as their business, or if what kind of vibe I'm feeling for them, because they was like, this little nigga be knowing something, like he got an old soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to do that. They used to give me $100. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I go back to my city, they're like, boy, you remember how everybody used to act like you was a psychic or some type of shit that they used to always ask you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about real street niggas, drug dealers, everything. But like, bro, man, what you think about this and this and that? And I just tell them, you know, just off the top of my thought, they be like, appreciate it. And people that came back were like, bro, you was right. You said you don't go. And I ain't go, and some shit really, you know, they was like, and then they'd come back and drop me $100 or $200. Like, I was a little kid though. You know what I'm saying? I was like 6 years old.
You were closer to God, bro. You were much closer.
I don't know, man. I was like, and that shit used to scare me, but I kind of figured out what it mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit used to scare me, bro. Like, not scare me, but it's to make me like more, you know, like not annoyed, but just like I didn't want to really see shit, because it's like a lot of the shit that I used to see, it always be bad shit. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I had to learn how to figure that shit out. It's like it's in me. It'll be some days I feel like, hey, for some reason I'm going to work, and then I see that the whole shit got flooded out and everybody's stuck on the free. You see what I'm saying?
That's right, man.
It'd be shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, just like you can close your eyes and you can and not even move your mouth and say I am love. You still gonna hear it, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't open your mouth once. You're gonna hear it. You know what I'm saying? We do have that sense, man.
Yeah, we have
that sense. You choose to use it.
Yeah, we have that sense because people understand, like they even showed it scientifically, like they but they were saying if the earth was tilted this way and we didn't have all our, the way our vocal cord and all that shit, we would have been developed a certain way. We wouldn't be having our speech. We would be talking just like through, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's like and that happens today. Like I can go to my homeboy crib and he don't gotta say nothing to me, and I can feel like, hey, something wrong in the bitch. Something wrong, and he let me know, but he ain't saying shit. You get what I'm saying?
Boss,
that's me. That's an empath. If you can feel that, you're an empath.
You know, sometimes the best answer we get, man, is just to say we don't have an answer, man. Just to be there, bro. Sometimes just to say we don't know is the best answer we got, man. And that's all the person really need to hear. Besides telling somebody something that you're not sure about, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why I always try to say, like, like if it's a fact that I feel, but as far as I noticed that a lot of people follow their opinion and narrative, but I never want to do that. That's why I listen to everybody, because it's been a situation where somebody told me something and changed my whole narrative, my whole thought about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because everything. Like I'm a good listener. Like I used to on the balcony and listen to the old heads when I was a kid. Listen to them talk.
And see, that's the thing, man. A lot of people be saying, why are these young guys hanging with these older guys? It's okay for them to hang with them, but it's the things they do with them that's wrong, because there's nothing wrong with getting your knowledge from some older people, man. I got my history from my grandparents. I learned things like, I hate to bring things like this up, man, but I'm from here, man. You know, if you really dwell into that Rosa Parks thing, she wasn't even a lady on the bus. She was selected to be the woman that was on the bus.
I heard some stuff about that too.
I mean, but why? You got that. A lot of things they say that the earth is round, flat, but why would they say it's round? What? Why? I mean, I just want to know why. You know, and that's what make me dwell into things like this.
Yeah, and see, okay.
To keep you in
I don't know. Somebody might have to turn their live down, right? I don't know because it's echoing, but. Somebody might, but J Money, you remember when I said that you question everything because that's how you learn. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember I told you I question everything because that's how you gonna learn. Question like a nigga can tell you that a duck can pull. You can believe that, but you gonna have to question yourself like. Right now, if I hit you and say, man, we got a good lick or whatever, I know you trust me. You know I'm 100, but you still gonna question that. You see what I'm saying? A little bit. If you conscious,
yeah,
you gonna be like, hold on, bro. I know that area. You might. That's what helps you. See, you don't want nobody just jump in and be like, yeah. And they probably know some shit. They ain't thought about it, but they just quick to jump in and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I got you. Something happened, but I didn't know. You didn't think twice about it. You just said okay. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like DMX said, most time we get away with it, one time we won't.
That's real.
Said it.
DMX said, most time we get away with it, but one time we won't.
Yeah, straight like that. Hey, Jay, Mike, this echoing. It's your background.
I'm gonna tell y'all something about, man. I ain't gonna talk about long about him, but DMX used to hang in Alabama too, man. You know what I'm saying? He had people in Alabama, man. DMX was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? And that funeral, man, didn't sit well with me, man. It just didn't, because it really didn't, man. He was a good dude. I know he lived, a controversial life, but he was a really good-hearted guy, though, man. And things, a lot of things that be going down, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always two doors to a celebrity party. You know what I'm saying? You can choose the door you choose to go in. You stay in the regular people door. You can go to the door that's gonna get you millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So I respect guys like K Reno, Chameleon now, CEO. I respect Houston, man. I used to stay in Texas, man. I respect Houston really got it, man. That's the blueprint.
Oh yeah. I mean, definitely. Like, them boys didn't want to sell their soul. Shit, basically, Chameleon there already said it.
Yeah, I've been on Chameleon. That was my favorite rapper growing up, bro. That boy was ahead of the game. Yeah, he was one of my favorite.
Chameleon there was in the game. He decided to move out the way and get into some tough stuff and stuff. He was looking at the game and see where it was headed. And it was like, he already knew where he will be better, prosper at or whatever. You see what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, he was a lot smarter than people think, though. He actually said he was gonna just get in and get out and do some other stuff. That was his plan.
Y'all remember the ringtone he sold with I can't remember, it was a guy from Thuggish Rugged Bones. That ringtone netted him so many millions of dollars, man.
Yeah.
Man, and made him CEO of their business. He even had his own business while he was there. Him and my brother met Paul Wall, man. And my brother, used to transport people from airport to airport, man. And my brother was playing like an old station, man, played old music. He said, "Hey, yo, boss, man, you got a radio?" My brother said, "Yeah." My brother put it on the old school music, man. And Paul Wall said, "Yo, boss, man, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Those guys, some good guys, man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't dogging nobody that's signed to a record label or anything like that. But I do know it's two doors to go into. I can tell you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta give access to your camera and mic. If you got an iPhone, you gotta go to the settings and then go to privacy and allow mic and camera access. See, the my phone's got so much protected stuff you can't even just, you know what I'm saying? That's probably why.
Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you clear.
Yeah, you clear, man.
But yeah, man, this is some great talk right here, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll see me again. Do you go live often?
Yeah, I've been going live like every other day, but the other live that I did, man, it was so wild, man. We went live like 13 hours, and it was like over 1,000 people. We was chopping it up, man. I partied and felt sick the next day, so I was like, I did like 2 lives where we went like damn near 13 hours for real, like everybody, and you'd be surprised, like 4 o'clock in the morning, people jumping on that bitch like, yeah, baby, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, man, I look at the time, I was like, I can't believe it's daylight.
Hey, man, you be exhausted. I mean, because I've been live for like a couple of hours, but I was like, man, I was thirsty and everything, man.
Yeah, you'll be surprised how many people was just start chiming in and been watching the whole time. Then they finally decide to speak, and join in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had several YouTubers, they joining my stuff, and they was like, "Yeah, man, I was watching it. And I just had to come in and say some things." You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this, man. I like how you run your platform. It's easier to come up on here. Like I say, it's the energy and the vibration that led me here. But I go live with some guys. Actually, I was supposed to be going live in a little while with another guy. You know what I'm saying? But we have, trolls come in. You know what I'm saying? You got some mods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never let nobody. I ain't trying to tell you how to run it, but we let some people on there that we didn't really know, man. And it's a website called IP2 Hassan always wins. What he do, he'll get some people come on there and troll and get your life out of control. And what they do is it'll be a guy that's in that chat and say, hey bro, you need me to be a mod. I was here earlier, and then you'll be out of control with it. You know what I'm saying? You'll go ahead and what he'll do, he'll stream it to a site, man. I'm gonna give you the name of the site. But anyway, what he did, man, he just the name of the site is IP2, the number 2, and it's always, you know what I'm saying? And this dude, he was talking all racist and stuff, man. And I was like, he came to me, he was like, oh, you just mad because Trump was president. I was like, man, I have nothing against Trump. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I told him, I say, hey, man, why don't you come up here and you know what I'm saying, speak your piece, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to speak to everybody, you know. But he never wanted to show his face. We never let him on. But what he was doing, he was streaming our live on his website. And he had mods on there, you know what I'm saying, coming on there, disrupting our live and everything. But we're more prepared for it now, you know what I'm saying, because we got some mods on there and stuff. But it's like, sometimes, man, agitators come on and try to do that, man. But most of the people that try to come on there, man, be glad to see some brothers talking real, man, especially brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to gas you up or nothing, but I'm just saying that a lot of people do want to hear this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I know exactly what you're talking about, because like I said, when I went live, the last time that I went live, once my shit got up to like 800 people watching, I already know motherfuckers was sending people over. Like, I ain't stupid. I'm a YouTuber, so I watch YouTubers. I've been studying and shit. You know what I'm saying? I read all the guidelines. I did all that. So I'm like, I'm clicking on them, linking them back to who sent them. And it's like, y'all funny. It's because like y'all didn't want to say nothing, but when you see it like 800 people watching or something, like people was jumping on my page just talking about some crazy stuff, and it was like it became a little circus for about a good hour, and I let it go on. You get what I'm saying? It was other YouTubers getting in talking about each other. Like it's a circus, but I was like, shit. Everybody can voice their opinion. Y'all go ahead and handle your business. You know what I'm saying? I sat back and watched the shit. Like, fuck it.
Right. Yeah.
It's entertainment. You know, at the end of the day, it's entertainment. But yeah, I had some trolls come in, like, talking like, I'm like, bro, you ain't even talking about the subject. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true, man, because if you ignore, man, that's the worst thing for a troll, to be ignored. Yeah.
J-Mo, you for some reason. You gotta turn your light on. But yeah, they hate to be ignored, and then that's when they're gonna jump on. Yeah, J-Money.
That ain't me.
Oh yeah. Well, when I meet your mic, you don't echo no more. I don't know why. Might be the head. It might be the headset or something. I don't know.
Let me ask you something, boss.
Yeah.
If this case is open for the third time, it is open for the third time. Do you think we would? Okay, I don't know how to ask this. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and ask it straight up. Do you think we ever get the true outcome of the case? I mean,
no. The only, for what I've seen with history and situations like this, the best they're gonna get is the family gonna win a lawsuit, civil lawsuit. Just like when a cop, you see what I'm saying? What's that girl? What's that chick, that light-skinned chick that, remember she got pulled over and she was like, fuck this shit, all the laws. She had a little baby boy in the background, some girl Gara, I forget her name, but
it was Sandra Bland. It was the Aboriginal
before that.
Indigenous chick.
Yeah, she had braids. Remember, her license plate was missing, and then she was filing a report that somebody was messing with her car. Remember, they came to arrest her for not showing up to the ticket, and they ended up shooting her and killing her and shooting her little boy.
Right. Right.
Okay,
I wish I knew the name, man.
The little boy wanted. Remember, she said, y'all can do all this shit and take me, but this gonna be a little soldier that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? You know, the little boy, they rewarded him 80 million, like about 80 million to 100 million dollars. The little boy got it. Her son. Remember they accidentally shot the little boy because he ran. Remember they was all right by her door. It's all over a traffic ticket.
Right.
But she was speaking that black, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, she was speaking that shit in the car, and she tried to go file reports on them and shit. And then they came to her crib with the warrant, and she was sitting on the couch with her son in her hand, like, y'all don't have permission to come in my house and all that. You know, they sat by the door for like 30 minutes, and they finally, I guess, I don't know, they seemed like I don't know if she had a shotgun or what, but she didn't brandish a weapon or something, but she just moved type of shit.
You remember what city it was?
I can't remember, but she was a pretty light-skinned girl. She had like blonde and black braids. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I remember her face well. I just don't remember her name.
Yeah, I can't think of her name. It's so old that people forgot about it. But I did see like 2 years ago, her son got like 120 million or 80 million, no cap. See, she didn't get, but that she said it herself. She said, y'all motherfuckers probably gonna try to do me in, but I bet you this little nigga right here, he gonna get all the justice. He gonna be the soldier. And see, and nobody got arrested or nothing for her getting killed, but they won that civil suit. You see what I'm saying?
You know the sad part about those civil suits, man? When you wearing those suits, you know the first thing they tell you to do, leave your city.
Yeah, leave your city. Yeah, hurry up. Yeah, hell yeah, get the hell up out of there.
Right.
Yeah, right. You know, but I mean, shit, I would.
I mean, how much money you think LA got back from Rodney King? Remember all the times he kept going to jail?
Yeah.
I mean, they kept getting their money back, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just, it's sad, but it's true. It's the way it happened.
Yeah, see, look, this is the common thing that I've been seeing, and it's like I don't have nothing against the police force because I know some police officers when I was in school when I used to do my shit. Like they used to, you know, be security for shows and shit. Like I ain't saying that all cops are bad, but have you noticed a trend that started before a lot of this stuff happened? Was they kill your ass. And then they just turn around and pay your family, and y'all just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave the criminal part alone. We're gonna go ahead and give you this money in civil court. Like almost every one of their family gets the M's, right? But there's no justice on the other part of it. And it's like they're like, to me, it feel like they're just paying people off just to do that shit. You sound like they don't care about, yeah, there was never arrest, but the family did get like I've seen one where this Haitian chick, like the cops came to her party, beat the dog shit out of her and her family, and where they found out what was false at because somebody was recording, the officer was pretending like he was calling it in, he really wasn't calling it in.
Oh wow.
He was like, yeah, 10-4, yeah, we have aggressive. Like he's calling, like he was pretending like, see, they caught that. But they didn't really pin that on officer, but she got like 60 million. At the end of the day, she didn't nobody get arrested, but she got 60 million. And then so she got paid, you know what I'm saying? She stopped being on social media and everything too. You know what I'm saying? Because she was trying to get justice. Like she's showing her face like you know what I'm saying? Like she was beat up. They came to a party. It was a noise violation type of thing. And I don't know how it got out of hand to where the cops beating her up like that. But she didn't like do nothing to officers. And they found out one of the officers. So I don't know. I think the officer got like demoted or fired, but that's about it. But they turn around and win 60 million. Like, you see what I'm saying? So somebody must have did something wrong if they're going to give you 60 million. I don't get that. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, have you noticed that they always pay off the families?
Right.
Eventually. Right. But if you did nothing wrong, there's no payout, right? If there's nothing wrong happened, there should be no payout. I'm
gonna tell you, boss. Her name was Corinne Gaines, man.
Yeah, Gaines. Yep, Gaines.
Hey, Gaines. And I'm gonna tell you something about
Shawty was hard, man. Shawty was hard, bro.
Right.
Shawty was real too about that shit. She already knew what was going on out there in that city.
But I'm gonna tell you something, man. When I was overseas, man, I'm gonna ask you this: what do you think people from overseas, from different countries, get their view of people from America, from media, right?
They hate Americans. They think we shallow. They think we not woke. We privileged.
You can look at how the media portray blacks, man, and that's how foreigners gonna portray us as. You know, they're gonna look at us like that, man, because I mean, when I was over there, man, you know, they were like, man, y'all kill each other. This was in the 80s, Jack. This is like the late 80s. It was like, y'all killing each other for shoes. I was like, man, we ain't killing each other for shoes. He was like, man, look at the news. And I, you know, like I say, I wasn't here in the 80s. You know, I had left TV alone, period, man. You know what I'm saying? 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the thing about it is, man, you'll be surprised at how many foreigners are really, they're on our side, man. They really are. You know what I'm saying? The enemy, really and truly, the media try to portray us as bad, but foreigners realize what's going on, man. They really do.
Yeah. And it's just the fact that we are labeled as Americans, and that's what they see as far as America. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like you got a lot of like Nigerians, Africans that don't like Black Americans because they feel a certain way about us before they actually, like, I have some close homeboys that was like, bro, you are the realest nigga that I ever met, but I always thought that Black Americans are like this and that. But he said, I don't even got friends in Nigeria that's cool like the way you is. But when he came out here, he did have his, you see what I'm saying? You know, until he actually got to meet, because, you know, they portray an image to other, you know what I'm saying, countries of us. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They really be thinking that we are stuck up and we think we run everything and we privileged and we got all these benefits and shit, when it really ain't like that. Then when they come out here, they be like, damn. Like, this is nigga, I'm gonna stick around. He been out here, you know what I'm saying? Like we in a struggle too. That's what because I notice a lot, like, and it be like that even in different cities. Like, I got homeboys from Cali that be like, be surprised, like, bro, did you see what happened in Dow? Or what's the name? I'm like, yeah, bro, yeah, we out here. They can't believe it either. You see what I'm saying? It's just like a lot of cities and everything have their own culture. Like, I noticed in a lot of cities, there's like a new culture where like racist jokes is like the thing. Racist and gay jokes are the things to do. Like, you know, tell a dude that he's cute and shit. Like, they think it's funny in certain cities. Like, it's a whole movement. You get what I'm saying? Like, where all the kids are doing like either like they think the racist jokes, like you see Black people making racist jokes about Black people and think it's funny because that's the normal out there. And I be telling her, like, boy, y'all come out here with that, ain't nobody gonna be laughing, man. It's not the same. You see what I'm saying? And they be like, oh man, y'all be getting all bent up and out of shape. And I'm like, no, it ain't that, bro. We just don't talk like that out here. You know what I'm saying?
I watched this TV show called Atlanta, man. I think it was like one of the first episodes of the TV series. This white guy that was a promoter, he was a DJ and promoter. He made a joke with this one guy, and he used the word nigger. Mm-hmm. But when the guy asked him, he asked the other guy, the guy that he told the joke to was around his other Black friends. He said, hey man, tell them the joke you just told me. But he admitted that word around those people. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the thing, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people use that word freely, man, but they know who to use it around, man.
Yeah.
They know.
And it's getting, but I'm telling you, it's becoming a culture. Hey, Chirac said, shout out Alan Cooks. That's game.
No doubt. All day, bro.
But
love Chicago, man. Love Waukegan and Mount Zion. Love, man. Coming in the city, man. It's real, man. But Bro, this has been real. Like I said, I got a partner of mine, man. I'm about to go on his show, man. But I'm definitely be back, man, and keep on pushing, bro.
Yeah, hey, anytime I'm going live, fuck with me because we ain't gonna do nothing
My
but turn up.
volume keep going in and out. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you, Nunu. We can hear you.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear nothing.
You can't hear nothing?
Give me a thumbs up, like, if you can hear me, because I cannot hear y'all. Okay, you can hear me. I cannot hear y'all.
Mm-hmm. It might be just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is. I need to give me a laptop with Ethernet cord so I can have 100% internet access. Ain't no telling. But I noticed, like, when niggas get to talking that real shit, man, the internet start getting glitchy as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I noticed that. That'd be weird to me because as soon as you start talking some real stuff, people keep getting dropped out and everything, man.
Yeah, wow.
But yeah, man, that pretty much sum it up. Hey, yeah, that's what Chirac said on God. Like, I don't know, like, why you could not. It might be just the area. You might be moving around a lot. Ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, it's a lot of topics that we're gonna touch on, man. Like I just chilled out for a second. You know what I'm saying? For a day or two. But we gonna definitely get into these real discussions about all this shit, man. Because I got a lot of, I've been doing my research, so I got a lot of shit I ain't dropped yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to put on, you know what I'm saying, in one. But we definitely got you, man. I appreciate everybody that showed up to the live and everything, man. We got about just like 10 people still checking in, but 11 now. You know, it's gonna keep going up and down, man. Ain't no telling what people gonna do, but I ain't gonna make this a long live. You know what I'm saying? You still there, Joe?
Yeah, y'all hit that like button for. Yeah, I'm here, man. Yeah. That's what's up.
I ain't gonna, the BET Awards on. I know everybody on that right now, man. Hey, they was letting people perform out there, bro. You just had to sell 25 tickets.
Yeah, I seen that.
They was letting you perform out there. I seen one of these YouTubers I know. He was out there selling them tickets so he could perform.
Yeah, I seen that nigga.
Yeah. I was like, that's pretty cool, though. You see what I'm saying? They letting people perform at the BET Awards. If you sell like a certain amount of tickets, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's a good look, though.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to get your career off. Like, that's a good look to perform there. You already know. I just wish we was out there in Atlanta right now while it was going on. We would have been up in there. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna hit you up and say, shit, let's hit that, but
for real.
You know what I'm saying? Atlanta ain't too far. There's a hop skip. I think the tickets were like $50 or something. They probably would have dropped like 200 to get closer to it. You know what I'm saying? But it would have been a good networking thing, though, man. I hate that because I was gonna tell you let's go out there and everything. It would have been a good networking thing for the weekend. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hopefully they be safe out there because you've been noticing what's been happening around them situations.
Yeah, I know they've been turning up. Like, I mean, it's been going hard out there.
Yeah, a lot of shootings and stuff. Just like the awards. Well, that's like what awards? It was something that happened with. I think it was the award show last year for somewhere. A couple of rappers had got, you know what I'm saying, killed and everything. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There was something happened in Atlanta where a couple, and one of them from Houston that was blowing up too.
Yeah, I heard about it.
It was in Atlanta too. They was just shooting. They was shooting out on the freeway and shit.
Yeah, that Fulton County, they've been acting bad out there, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm already knowing, but it look like it's pretty lit, man. It look like it's pretty lit, but shit, like I said, I appreciate everybody, all the subscribers and everything, man. Especially the people that always rock with me. Chirac, man, we're gonna have to send you some gear or something, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to do something for you. We're gonna have to send you something, man. I'm gonna holler at you and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're gonna have to get you some gear or something. You definitely, you know, we got you, man. Like for real, like this ain't like then people understand like we barely just this is like just the beginning, like starting this shit, man. I really want to do like some real cool ass shit, you know what I'm saying, for everybody, especially subscribers, make this shit fun, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because if I can't have fun with it, then you know I ain't trying to fuck with it. But that's why I try not to get into the negative stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep everything 100. But yeah, I'm gonna probably go ahead and just log on off. I see more people. Yes, sir. Shirek, you already know. I see a lot of people coming in and coming out. But you know, it's we're gonna do it again next time, man. We're gonna make it real interesting. We're gonna come with some facts, and anybody that wanna talk, you know what I'm saying, you more than welcome to come. Let me look. Let me see if I can look at the stats. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew being the fact that the BET Awards and all this stuff going on. This is the first time I did it early too. I started at like 4:00, so
Mm-hmm.
I just be trying different things and stuff so I can see what's going on with this. But let's see what we got. But for sure, we had over 1,000 people viewing the live on it, like all together on and off. For sure, showing that. And we got 100 likes. You know what I'm saying? One dislike. That's cool. Y'all can have that. You know what I'm saying? You can have that.
Always one hater.
Yeah. But we definitely had about 1,000 people for sure. You'll see that once it's end this and it's published.
At least one hater, man.
Mm-hmm.
But already, that's what's up, man. Y'all stay up. I'm about this thing.
All right, J Money, man. I'm finna log off too, man. It's the Real Boss TV 815. You know what I'm saying? We got this thing for real. Y'all be cool.
For sure.
All right.